2000 EST. OCOEE. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I want my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' ride forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, seek the kingdom while you simping, for real. Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision and you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different. Same book, but the page different. The page different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turner signal on, so they see me coming. They still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and now you hear that click. Click, 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 click. It's a hit. Hey, way it hit them like, whoa, man. Hey, make them do the uh-oh, man. Hey, how you just came up with whoa, man? Flow electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow dance. We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace, so wherever grace lands. He paid the price, ain't have no escape plan. Yeah, no plan. Yeah, no plan. Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned it. Ayy, set the bar high, he the code, so I scanned it. Ayy, we saving souls on the campus. Ayy, but this ain't no religion, we ain't following your antics. Ayy, thank you, Lord, I sit like a praying mantis. Enemy just tryna see me sink Titanic. Never out, but I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon as I land. Back to the beach, back to the sand. Is back to the... Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above.
All right. What up, what up, what up? We are no chat today. All right. How y'all doing? Welcome in.
Recording in progress.
I'm getting my prayers, I'll take my hands off. I wake in the morning and
Get out the box like Kellogg's.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of.
Get it.
Hey, few, I let go, let God. Let me go catch my red eye. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I am KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these thoughts, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical. Watch out, it'll go. Christ gon' trump your candidate, died in this political.
All right, W's in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Where are my residuals?
I'm burning calves like ellipticals, this is typical. Keep it minimal, teach you how to boy. I'm out here giving clinicals. Go hard as bicentennial, go nothing mythical. Need no rituals, grace of God is so continual. My boy.
Okay, how you guys doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Let's get started. All right, let's go. Philin in the house. Yo, yo, yo. Louis G in the building. Mr. James is here. Only Bands in the house. Zyper, the big dog's back. Donald's in the house. What up, K Vila? We're starting early today. We're starting early. We want to get the breakdown done before everyone else comes in here, all right? Shh, just us, just us. OGH in the house. Z Gamer in the building. What up, Z Gamer? What up, Bear Berry? Yo, yo, how you guys feeling? How you guys feeling? Vishal in the building. Cheers, mates. Cheers, cheers. I hope you guys are well. I know you guys can't see the chat. Can you see me, though? See me? Now you see me? Now you don't? What happened to my camera here? People messing with my camera. Hold on, hold on. People messing with my stuff. Who is in my office? All right, what up, Only Bands in the building? What up, Only Bands? Yeah, my apologies for the chat. I don't know what's happening here, but we'll make way and make do without it here today. Let me try it one more time. One more time. No bueno? Nope. All right, let's get started anyway. What up, PM Magnifico? Yo, yo, FNAM in the house. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Well, welcome in. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are good. When Johnny Gems gets here later, wish him a big happy birthday. I got you guys. Don't worry. I got y'all. I got y'all. I see you guys. I see you guys. The big 20 yesterday. The big 20 for Johnny Gems. Could you believe it? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine being 20 years old with all that wisdom? And if some of you are 20 years old right now, man, you're in a better position than I was. You're probably in the best position anyone can be in out of everyone in the live stream. So you're never too young. You're never too old. You're always just perfect. Always just right. All right, let me just get organized here. Let me get the clubhouse in this house, and then we will begin our day here. How you guys doing? How was everyone's weekend? Mine was just incredible. Talk to me. Give me one word to describe your weekend. Let's get some motion in here. Some motion, not slow motion, but motion. All right, Zoomers are coming in. Let me send this link out here. Bam, boom. One word to describe the weekend. All right, the homies are pulling up. Let's see here. Yeah, Johnny Gems, yo. Johnny Gems, yo. All right, don't let the clubhouse get more active than you guys. Don't let the clubhouse get more active because they're coming here. I'm telling you. Once they start rolling in, it's over. It's over for YouTube, man. I'm telling you, YouTube, you guys like quadruple the guys in the clubhouse. Yo, clubhouse, give me one word to describe your weekend. Payout. Let's go, Donald. Donald said payout. Let's go. Payout, payout, payout. Productive. Great. Awesome. Fulfilling. Let's go. Fuego. What up, Yogi? Yo. Refreshing. TK was busy. When is TK not busy? Fulfilling. Okay. All right. Well, these are all good words. I like these words. These are good words. Family. Great. All right. Y'all had a good weekend. Love. I love that. I love that. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Celebrations. Magnifico. I like that. I like that. Blessed. New kid coming in a few days. Holy. What a blessing. Now that's a blessing. Now that's what you call a blessing. Grateful? Absolutely. Me too. Me too. Me too. Very, very, very grateful. Speaking of grateful, let's go ahead and pray. Let's get grateful here today. Let's just give thanks for all that we have to be grateful for, and then we'll start our week here. Y'all ready? Let's do it. Well, Father God, we thank you for another opportunity, Lord, another week ahead of us, Lord. We just pray that you would go before us. Actually, we just thank you for going before us. We don't ask for nothing because you've already promised it to us, Lord. So we thank you for your promises. We thank you for everything that you're doing. We thank you for keeping your promises in this community and all the winning that's taken place. But not just the winning, the learning, Lord, the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding that is all being collected by the individuals here who are taking it serious, Lord. Those that aren't, I pray that you would open their hearts, open their minds, Lord, and get them on a path to run, Lord. And we just thank you for it. We know in due season the harvest shall appear, and we thank you for it in advance, Lord. So we ask that you would go before us this weekend, this week, and bless this day, and we just thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen, man. Y'all be scared to talk about Jesus publicly. What's up with y'all? Huh? All right, let's go ahead and begin. Amen. Amen, boys. Amen. So let's go ahead and get started here today. Today is Monday. It is the 7th day of April, and we got another week on our hand, man. Another week, another opportunity, another day to be patient, to be disciplined, and to really respect ourselves. I mean, that's actually what it comes down to. Like, do you respect yourself or not? Like, because when I didn't when I didn't respect myself, I was doing a whole bunch of stupid stuff in the markets for a whole bunch of stupid reasons, right? And then once I started to gain more respect, more responsibility, and once I dialed in my why a little bit more, why I was doing this, then I began to really respect the craft, and that's when I started to truly learn the skill set, right? So this is a very, very important skill set. Some of you guys see my story last night. Literally walked into my room while everyone was at my house, took a look at NQ, loved what I seen, and made $1,200. I know we got big ballers here, and $1,200 ain't nothing. But listen, where else can you do that? Where else can you have a skill set, know what to look for, see it happening live, execute on it, and make a weekly paycheck in 2 or 3 minutes? So if you want to do that, if you've ever been hoping that could be the case, I'm here to show you that it's the case. But you got to get serious. You got to start respecting this thing, and it'll happen for you as well. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Monday here. It is the 7th. We don't have much ahead of us here today in the headlines. A couple things at 10:30. Nothing too crazy. Just some yellow folders. Excuse me. Tuesday, though, we have come in. We don't have too much here either. Just red folders on like NZD. So no USD stuff at all. I think there's one yellow folder right there. That's going to be tomorrow. Wednesday here, we're going to have some, not FOMC, but just a couple meetings for it. So pretty quiet week up until Thursday, where obviously we're going to have CPI coming in this week, unemployment claims, and Friday. Excuse me, Friday I won't be trading. Friday I won't be live streaming either. So, yeah, that's that. But we will have PPI on Friday. So, yeah, I'll be a little bit busy on Friday this week. But we will be in the clubhouse. I just won't be trading, and I won't be streaming on YouTube. So that's a little bit of the lay of the land here this week. And let's take a look at the technicals. You guys ready? Forgive me my throat here. We were chatting about here yesterday. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Energy, always bringing the energy. Yo, what up, Earl? How you feeling, man? How you doing? How you doing? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the charts here. This is gold. We're gonna start here on the daily time frame, work our way down. Everything did gap this weekend, so we did have a bunch of gaps here with most likely mostly to do with the tariffs and all that came about here. So let's go ahead and break this down. This is gold here. So this is the daily time frame. So this was Friday's daily candle, and as you can see, we did close extremely strong bearish. We did fill that wick, and then we closed right at support, man. Good old Goldie, right? Closing right at support. So we did gap down here. We opened up like right around here, and we really haven't done too much at all today. We just moved just a little bit within this range on the daily, but being that we closed right above support, right above this support, I would say now, like just like on a 30-minute time frame, this would basically become like an observation zone to see like how is price going to react, right? Like, are we going to continue pushing? Are we going to push through those lows here and maybe even get a closure below this level, or will we fake out here, right, and then start our trip back up, which we all know gold wants to take, right? So we're very, very bullish on gold for the most part, but I think if we can get below 30.23, then we could really start to open ourselves up for some bearish days here. But we'll see. We got the last two, Thursday and Friday, strong bearish move down, closing right above support at 45 here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 hour. I am bearish, but I am very, very open for buys here as well today. So 4 hour is nasty. Look at the open here. Look at this candle. Boom, right? So you have a nasty rip down here. You also came up to create that top wick on the previous 4 hour candle as well there. And basically right now, this is a typical Monday range here on gold. Typical Monday range. The 4 hour is just just so choked up at this point, right? You have all this support to the left that we're trying to move through as well. So it's going to be very difficult here to push through these 4 hour ranges here. The 1 hour shows it, right? The 1 hour also shows how much it's struggling here. Major support, lots of resistance right here. You could even beg to say, hey, this is the resistance, right? But overall, that's your range. Pretty nasty range, I would say. A lot of consolidation, a lot of sideways candles here. So again, be very, very careful on this Monday. Be very selective on this Monday if you are trading gold here. So let's take a look here. This is the 30-minute time frame. I guess this is our main support here, and this is our resistance. So that's pretty much the range that I'll be working with. This is going to be like a kind of like a no trade range unless we can truly catch good moves, like good buy positions from the bottom or good sell positions from the tippy top there. But anything basically below that, super clean here for trading, and then anything above that, you have very, very clean range. So that's pretty much my day here. I believe this is probably going to be like a 15-minute resistance. Yeah, it is. So if you like above there a little bit better, then that's fine. But I think I'm going to leave mine just like that for now, and then kind of go about my day that way. So pretty simple. Sells below 30.33. That'll be the 4 hour breaking the previous candle's low. So you got that there. Now keep in mind on the 4 hour though, you do have all this, right, to be aware of. So again, very, very good day to size down, chill out, make sure you wait for the right opportunities. Keep in mind CPI is this week. So but yeah, sells will break that previous 4 hour low, and then buys, let's mark our buys up here. Buys for me are going to be above 63, and if we look at the 4 hour, that breaks our previous and our current 4 hour high there. So that's pretty much how we're going to do it, or how I'm going to do it today, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. Nasty range. What up, Pablo? Ray Allen in the house for 3. Bang. All right, let me mark this up. So buys above here, sells below here, and simple day. I'm not getting too crazy here on Monday. I hit on a trade yesterday, which I very rarely do on Sunday, so I am big chilling here. So we'll see if we can get anything nice today. And if we do get below 33, I really like sells here. And then if we can get above 63, then the buys are straight money. So that's it. That is it, my friends. What up, Chief? What up, big dog? How you feeling? Hope you guys had a good weekend. Let me just fix the music a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right, perfect. Ranges are massive. These ranges are huge. So let me just see something here. So 5-minute time frame, right? So 5 minutes a bit choppy, right? But maybe, just maybe, if we can get some signs of this 30-minute wanting to move up, this 1 hour potentially wanted to move up, then I may be interested in some buy positions off maybe like the 5-minute on like some sort of like a range 2 breakout to push back up. Wait, what? He said that? Yep, I did. Yeah, so we'll see. Happy blessed day. Yo, what up, Jay Moore? What up? So who's got questions today? I'm ready. As you can tell, I'm pretty fired up, ready to go. So if anyone's got good questions, let's talk about them. Let's review them. If you're having trouble with anything, or if you want us to know about some of your achievements, flex them here now. Ask some good questions, and we'll get the day rolling. Let me pop up Zoom here. Yo, my bad about this chat here on YouTube. Don't worry, I can see it though. I can see it. All right, let's take a look here. All right, perfect. What up, Conrad? AB Mike, Mr. Band's counted up. Rafi's in the house. Bryce. How y'all doing, man? Good to see you guys. Good to see ya. YouTube, say hello to the Clubhouse. Clubhouse, say hello to YouTube. TT, use your code for TopOne futures. Up 12%. W, bro. He's on me grind. Amazing, bro. Amazing. Let's go. Yeah, if you guys are interested in getting a TopOne futures account, so I'm not sure if you guys know, but TopOne launched the futures side of everything towards the end of last week. So you can obviously use code TTE, get 50% off, and let's run it up. I'm getting 150K straight to sim funded for this week as well. YouTube needs to be here, man. I'm trying to tell him, Isam. I'm trying to tell him. I'm trying. My chat's not working to the left. Something's up with OBS here today. I'm not too sure. But don't worry, I can see you guys. I got YouTube chat. I got Clubhouse chat. And yeah. Oh, damn. So I can see y'all. Don't worry. Don't mind the chat. It's here today to see who can not get distracted. I'm trying to see who's got laser focus. All right, let's take a look at yeah, TopOne's having a big announcement tomorrow for forex. Yeah, I doubt they're going to get rid of the 5-minute rule in forex, but we have no 5-minute rule in futures, my friends. Hallelujah. Ah, that's good. TopOne. TopOneFutures.com. Yeah. Yep. All right, let me take a look at NQ here really quick as well, and then we can chill out and I'll answer some questions and all that. So obviously we gapped on everything, including NQ, right? Big gap on NQ. 4 hour looks money. Looks like it's trying to fill the gap, but we're starting to reject here. So daily obviously bearish, but 4 hour looking good. Planted a pretty solid support here, right? So if we are going to potentially fill that gap here, can we begin to move up on the 4-hour time frame, right, to push up through there. So as of right now, I'm pretty bullish, I'd say, on the NASDAQ here. So especially for the session, so or at least over the next like 2 or 3 hours. So it looks like we're trying to come down and make like support. So if we can come on in here, make a support. Let's take a look at the 30. 30 looks good too. 15 looks clean. If you can create support, I think on this 30-minute time frame here, right? I know we got NY open here, so that would be more so like 8:30. Then the buys aren't looking too bad, right, to continue up. Or what we can do is we can possibly create some sort of a range here. So if we can create a range, right, prior to 9:30 right here, then I think once 9:30 in the open come around, we can go ahead and say, hey, maybe we could look to take sells below here, buys above here, and then go ahead and fill that gap plus run up towards like 800 there. So that's kind of like my plan. Other than that, I think the sells aren't bad, but I don't think I'm going to take sells here on NQ today without that top wick formed on the daily. So yeah, let's see what we do. We got two options. We can possibly create supports here, or we can maybe come down a little bit further and create supports around like 818 and then maybe move back up. So my idea is like we push down, we need a bit of a retracement. There was a huge gap here. Right now you're starting to kind of find your groove here and move up, right? So if we could stay above, really above whatever this is, 980 or something, if we could stay above here, I think the trend remains up. So we'll see. Can you explain the trend in your own terms? Yeah, so for me the trend has a lot to do with like the 4-hour, right? Because the 4-hour and the daily are going to set up like the higher time frame moves. So pretty much trends for me are within the 4-hour candle itself. So if the 4-hour candle does something like this, so it creates a wick, and then what's going to happen is it's going to obviously come from the downside, right? So it's going to do something like this. So you're going to have a nice little uptrend as this 4-hour candle fluctuates. 15-minute, you know, it's going to start giving you a nice uptrend. 30-minute start giving you a nice uptrend, right? And then like once it starts breaking the highs, it'll still continue to fluctuate, right, around that 4-hour period. So as all that's happening, what's taking place on the 15-minute is like you move down, right? You move down, you create that lower wick. Maybe you consolidate here, like this lower wick, right? And then you start moving on up, right? Then that 4-hour candle starts flipping bullish now, right? And now it starts moving up. The trend, you get maybe a big volume push, right? And then the rest of the day until that candle closes will typically move up, and then it's going to leave somewhat of a wick. So maybe that's where you get some sort of retracement, right? And then typically like the next candle is going to move down just to move back up. So you maybe come down into these ranges, right? These little observation zones, and then start to trend up again. What up, Nightbot? Nightbot. Nightbot. Yeah, the trend is your friend. So just the way, and by the way, when I drew those arrows, what I wasn't showing you was the higher highs, the higher lows, right, with these wicks. So these wicks come in, they represent these higher highs and higher lows, and you know, then you'll get your little pullbacks, right, and you'll kind of create that little downtrend. But the downtrend, when the 4-hour is bullish, the downtrend is very short-lived, right, because we know that those candles are only designed to run this pullback, so that way we can create supports to move back up, right, and then create these new higher highs and higher lows. So basically what I mean by that is the candlesticks themselves, right, they have these highs, lows. See the wicks? High, low, right? And then all of a sudden what happens? We break trend a little bit on the lower time frame, but that keeps our movement proper on the higher time frame, because we have to pull back, right, for the 4-hour candle to create a new wick, and then you automatically run right back into these higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows type of stuff. Which platform is the best on Top Step? I like using Top Step X, which is Project X, which is the exact one that TopOne has now. So yeah, I like using them the best. Trading. Let's see here. I wish they would remove the 5-minute rule. Yeah, on the forex side, me too. me too. Yeah, that's why I really couldn't shout them out too much after they started that rule, because you know we don't trade that way, right? So now that they have the future stuff all set up and you got no 5-minute rule, we're good to go. All right, we're good to go. W, my friend, all stocks and cryptos, yeah, everything's melting. Have I heard of take profit trading? Yes, I have. Yep, I've never used them though. Yo, what up? Good morning, Traders X. Hope you're doing well, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. How's life, man? Shoot me a DM. Hope you're well, bro. Hope you and the wife are doing good. What's up, Dan? How are you, my man? Yes, I have a 100K account with TopOne here on Project X. Project X. Was listening to Mark Douglas all day yesterday. Very nice. Mark, good old Marky Mark. What up, V Trades? How you feeling? Who's got good questions for me today? Anyone? Who's hungry? If you guys have charts too you want to send in, feel free to send some charts in. We'll take a look at them. What up, Rafi? How you doing? How you feeling, G? Happy Monday.
Good morning, my brother. How are you? How was
Excellent.
the weekend?
Excellent. How about you?
Oh, right, man. Basically, just getting ready for this week and excited, man. Another week, another time to do our thing, you know?
More time to eat. Just more time to eat.
You know it. How we doing, chat? How's YouTube doing today?
YouTube.
What we got going on over here? Any questions? Anything? Man, YouTube has been quiet.
Be quiet. Quiet. Let's see here. How do I get better at execution? You got to know what executions you have in your belt. So for me, I only have 2 executions. One is either the break of the current, the other is the break of the previous. So if I have a breakout here and my breakout candle looks like that and my current candle looks like this and it's currently on its way back up, then I have 2 options here in my trading business. I could either execute here or I could execute here. So in this case, the distance between the current and the previous is too high for me, right? Let's just say that's like 15 pips. I want to be a part of that, right? I don't want to waste those pips there. So I'm going to enter on the current candle in this situation. But let's just say maybe the top wick on the breakout candle isn't as big. So instead it looks something like this, right? Where it's still bigger than the current wick, but now you see how the distance between the two is very little, right? So what I want to do now is I don't want to enter on this candle because we could always break that candle's high and not break this candle's high. So at that point, it's no longer 15 pips, right? Now the distance is a lot smaller. Now it's maybe 5 pips, and those 5 pips I'd be willing to let go for a much better confirmed entry. So steeper top wick, current candle highs, right? Not a steep top wick where it's very close by, then I would always use previous candle in that case. Yeah, the worst is when you get activated here, you never break this high here, and you just go back into drawdown. Sucks. Yep. So just know what your entry, first and foremost, you have to know what entries you have, right? So for me, I keep it simple. I got 2 entries, 2 entry types, current or previous. Very, 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 very rarely will I use the flip entry, only certain times, and that's very rare. So yeah, once you know what you actually have access to, then that's when things become a lot easier. And then you sample size it, right? So for 3 years, we sample sized current highs, and we sample size previous, right? So we understand our numbers, we understand what we're looking at when it comes to using those entries. Yes, sir, brother. Hit me up. Let's catch up. How do you decide how many pips and contracts you're going to use? Also, good morning. Good morning, my friend. So pips, so in terms of ranges, I like at least like 30 pips, right? If it's like 25 and it's super clean like this is, then, depending on the day and what's happening, I'll settle for that, right? But I like 30 pips of really, really clean range, because that gives me an opportunity to snag at least like 20, right? Like, you're going to get, you may not maybe fill the whole range, but you can get like at least 20 there. So the ranges are a lot bigger these days. It's like a massive range here, but I like 30 plus pips of clean range. And then now I know if I'm going to use one contract, then I'm going to risk X amount of dollars. Or if I'm going to use 2 contracts, I'm going to risk X amount of dollars. So yeah, that's it. And then once you get up past like 50 or 60, then it really doesn't make sense for you to take the trade, because now you're going to have small lot size but risking a lot. And there's just better trades. There's just sometimes like you'll have a decent looking trade come up, but there's better trades, right? There's better opportunities that'll unfold, and I'm just a guy that's willing to wait for those from time to time. Like if something looks okay, but it's just turning me off, then I'm totally cool at waiting on another trade, because I know that if I wait a little longer, there could be a beautiful trade that can make me $1,000 or $2,000 in a very short period of time. So don't be afraid to be stern and like picky sometimes in your trading as well. Do you wait for 30-minute candle to close above your support and resistance to enter trade? Yes, I do. Yeah. So basically what's happening is all candles are coming up to this area, but they can't get through it. And then before that, it's a bit choppy, right? Because like if I'm going to take a buy off of this candle, look, the next one never went anywhere. And then if I'm going to take a sell off that candle, or buy, like it's just not going anywhere, right? So above there, though, you have all that clean range to where if you actually get a closure above, price, especially when there's volume, is going to most likely fill that range fairly quickly. And those are the trades that I like to be in. I typically trade around volume, all around volume. Rafi's at the stadium today, under the lights.
Always.
Under the lights.
Yo, how was Johnny's birthday yesterday, man? I saw you guys.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah. We did a little eating. We did a little hibachi.
As always.
Nobody knows nothing.
That was so funny. Nobody knows nothing.
Bro, our chef was awesome. Our chef was awesome. I'll be honest, I couldn't tell if it was a guy or a girl, or if the guy was Asian or English, or I didn't know what was going on with this guy, or I don't even know what was happening. He looked like I don't know if it was a guy or a girl, like, to begin with. Then it was like a white person, but they were talking Chinese as if they were from. What? Yeah, it was all. My brain was all discombobulated at that table. I was like, "What the heck's going on here? Nobody knows nothing." Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. It was wild.
That's a show right there.
It was certainly a show, but they did a damn good job. Especially because when the kids get into it. So the kids come, they get into it, and I like the ones that when they catch on to the energy, they start matching it. So that's what we'll just call him the chef. That's what that chef did. So it was a good show. Good show.
Yeah, that's fundamental, man. Like, the guy gotta be into it. If he's not, it's just like,
nah. Don't come to me. I'm not trying to go to hibachi and have some boring chef. Just like you guys ain't trying to come to some YouTube live stream and have some boring guru here talking RSIs and MACDs and double tops and double bottoms. We'll get a look at this double bottom here in the 30-second chart. 5-minute rule mean on Top Step. There is no 5-minute rule on Top Step. Yeah, that's TopOne forex, but not TopOne futures. Where's the YouTube at? The YouTube chat is non-existent today. I'm not sure what happened, but I do the same thing every day to put the chat in, and today I did that, and there was no chat. So tried it a couple times, but not working today. I don't know why. Let's go, Wags. Good to see you here, and gonna be good to see you in the clubhouse, G. You'll be just in time for the next webinar. Rafi's about to lay down.
Dude, it's gonna be fire. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've been saying a couple of things here and there, but this weekend we're turning the motors on, bro.
Yes, sir.
Time to play the game now.
Yes, sir. Time to play. Now that he's got your mind right, now it's time to see how we can play the game for real, for real.
We're actually going to start talking now about the frameworks, because everything, like I've said before, has been concepts and things for you to become aware. Awareness is the most important thing. You can't change anything that you're not aware of. But now we're going to start actually talking about the frameworks. That's where the money's at right there.
Yep. All frameworks.
Frameworks and systems, that's what win the game in the long run anyway.
Yeah. Yo, what up, Ty? 5-minute rule. So some firms, mainly in the forex stuff, they have a rule. It's like a 5-minute rule. So you can't get in and then out of a trade under 5 minutes. But there's no way that you can, there's no way that any company could do that in futures. There's just way too many 1-minute traders on future, people who trade the 1-minute time frame and all that. I mean, even us, right? We don't even trade the 1 minute yet. Most of our trades, if we look at my TradeZella here, you can see that most of our trades, they're not like under 5 minutes, but there are quite a few that are, right? Like, let's look here. So where's the time one? Is this the time? Yeah, this is the time one here. So if we're looking here, I mean, this is the 5-minute mark, right? This is the 5-minute mark right here. So a lot of trades, right, are in less than 5 minutes because we're volume hunters. So we take advantage of volume when it comes in. That's what I mean. Like when you get those breakouts, right? Typically the next candle during the higher times of volume are going to be the big dogs that end up, activating you and then just running straight into profit, within a couple minutes. So look how many trades have been taken that are all under, the 5-minute length there. Money back. So yeah, so thank God they don't have that rule in futures, so we're good to go on that. July meetup, we need some dates. I think I mentioned it, right? July, what did we say? July 7th? No,
so it's a fact.
No. That's Maverick's birthday. We're doing July 6th, I think it was. I'm gonna get everything situated today. How about that? Let me write it down.
Sweet.
Write it down, Mr. Nick Stewart. TTE meetup dates, locations, RSVPs, how much the fee is. No, I'm just kidding. Dates, meets, locations, and RSVP. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll make it happen, gang. We'll make it happen. Last meetup was dope. What up, AJ? What up? Can I explain all the plays in my playbook and stuff? I would advise you to go to the playbook 2.0 video, because that would take a long time to really explain. If you have specific questions about certain positions and all that, then let's talk about it. But there's a really good video that I did right here. Right here. I will share it. See how I explain all the positions? Hey, look, Rafi did the video. What the heck? Rafi did the Playbook 2.0 video, gang. Here, I'll link this in the chat. And that actually is pretty trippy. Wow. Yeah, Rafi's right there, man.
That's crazy.
Looking good, bro. Oh man,
let's get it.
Yeah, man, let's get it. So yeah, so you guys can check this out for like full. Look at this. This is a 43-minute video, like full in-depth, like entries, all that. I also did another one here. Where is it? It's just the first playbook video I did too. I think the first playbook video goes a little bit more in depth on like entries and stuff, but this one here was like also something really good to watch. So yeah, I would watch both of these, and then you'll get a really good understanding of how we trade, what we look for, when we look for it, and all the good stuff. See how we're still doing the same exact things, right? Nothing has really changed. A few things have changed, but a lot has really stayed the same for me. Let's go, Ty. Let's go. Looking forward to seeing y'all in the clubhouse, man. Been a good journey for you. Started a year ago. May not made it yet. Hey, look, V Trades. Where does one make it big in a year anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like, go to a corporate job, see how big you can get in 1 year. You know, usually you're still sweeping the floors after like 5 years over there. Like, all right, man, we're gonna boost you up here pretty soon. But like, where are you gonna go make it big in under 1 year for the most part in anything, right? So trading is no different. It's gonna take, you know, a year, 2 years, 3 years to really develop the skill set here to the point where like you have, you know, you look back and you see profitable months, you know. So give yourself some time to grow and you'll get there. Strict to 2 setups, yeah, especially if you're keeping 2 setups, especially if you're done with the BS, you know. If you're done with the nonsense, like if you're a break-even trader but you no longer really get emotional, you don't overtrade, you don't over risk, you don't take stupid trades just to trade. Like if you're already past that at the break-even stage, and chances are you're going to be profitable very soon. Yeah, at this point now, you just have to dial in the playbook and make sure that the losses that you are taking are good losses, right? Because a lot of times traders, especially when they come into the elite program, they are typically break-even traders, but most of them have already gotten rid of the nonsense, right? Otherwise, we get that up front right away in our calls. It's like, yo, you ain't gonna make it doing that, right? You need to basically mature and dial this in, take good healthy losses, but you can't be out here, you know, taking a loss and then taking 5 trades back to back trying to get your loss back. Like if that's the case, like you still have more work to do before really getting, you know, profitable. But if you are break even and you're not doing any of those other things that you once did as a new trader, then that's where the magic happens, because now you're probably just taking a couple trades a month that you maybe shouldn't be taking, right? Like maybe like you took a trade, maybe you took this buy position right here, right? You got activated, went into profit, but then it came down and stopped you out. So what would I say? All the elite members would know exactly what I would say in that case, right? Well, you took a buy while price was still in the range, right? So what do you expect? You know, we keep rejecting here. Why wouldn't it be any different here, right? So, and a lot of times, you know, you're like, wow, I didn't realize that. You know what? There actually was a resistance. Maybe I was just paying attention to this because that's, you know, the knowledge that you have up until this point, right? So it's just going to be little things like that, right? Once you're mature, but you're just at break even now, it's going to be those little things like that where that loss is avoidable, right? So let's say you lost $300 on that trade. right? That could have been avoided. So that $300 that came out of your P&L should have stayed in your profit, right? So it's just little things like that. And once you begin to chip away and become aware of that stuff, you're 4 to 6 months from profitability at that point. So keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. How do I look at gaps in the market? I look to fill them. I expect them to kind of get filled. I don't have this like super secret cool strategy for them. I just tend to mark off my ranges and keep doing what I do. Yeah, like for instance, right? So like there's a gap here. So as long as we remain above all that, right, we create resistance here, then I think everything looks pretty good to move up, right? And we should fill this gap here. So as long as we stay above this range, I would say the price action is in favor to continue moving up. Yeah, let's see what's going to happen here. 8:30. So this is the NY open candle. You're just kind of consolidating here, but if this candle can close bullish, I believe the 9 a.m. candle, right, with the volume coming in, could go up and fill that whole move there. So yeah, I am open for buys. I am liking the NASDAQ a little bit later. I don't necessarily like trading it in front of the open, but yeah, I am studying this pair really, really well right now.
Yo, Nick, we got the birthday boy in the house, bro.
The B-Day boy. Oh snap! Johnny Gems. Johnny Gems. JP looking sharp, G. Holy smokes.
Guy looks lighter today. He looks wiser today, man. It's crazy.
Johnny Gems. His hair got a little longer.
How you doing?
Johnny Gems, how are you, buddy? How are you?
What's good, boys? I'm feeling amazing.
How's it feel to be on the other end of that night, on the other end of the 20?
I'm feeling good, bro. I'm feeling 20.
Nice. You know what 20 rhymes with? Money. Does it? Wait, no.
Yes,
20,
sir.
20, money, 20. Actually, kinda. It depends.
That sounds good. This year I'll make the most money ever, so let's get it. 20 equals more money, so I'm hyped.
There you go.
Lovely.
Get it. I believe it, and I receive it. What's good, chat? How we feeling? Good to see everyone. Another session of be patient and discipline. Let's get it.
Yeah, his birthday was yesterday, but it's birthday week, so we'll be celebrating him for the rest of the week. So, happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, brother. Yup. Let's enjoy the week. Let's celebrate this week with just pips. Let's just catch pips all week, and that's how we'll celebrate my birthday week.
Pips. Pip cake.
Yeah, I want a pip cake.
All right.
What do I want for my birthday? I want a bunch of pips.
Well, they're available.
Yes, they are.
30-second time frame, Sebastian. What do you think? We'll get him some pips.
Hey.
We'll get him some pips.
Yeah, but you want some pips? Just pull up to every session. You'll get some pips.
What if we just do if we join the clubhouse and just do what we tell you to do? If you do what I tell you to do, you're gonna be a rich man. Just put it like that. All right. If you just listen to me on everything, you'll be wealthy.
No cap.
Definitely, he ain't capping.
I got y'all, man. I got y'all. Now the thing is, you really gotta listen to me though. You can't just listen to what you want to hear. You gotta listen to all of what I got to say and then start to apply it. That's the big difference maker. That's the difference between some of these guys making $20,000 a month right now from the elite program versus, you know, some other ones that are like straggling around like, hey man, yeah, so let's see here. Johnny Gems, the big birthday guy.
Oh, sir.
The new rule Top Step is enforcing. Which new rule is that? Which one? Hibachi every day? That'd be nice. That'd be nice, man.
Almost every day.
I don't know how much our body would enjoy that, but
You just gotta crush it with workouts. Then your body can enjoy everything.
all right, let's see what the clubhouse has got going on. Picky and rich. All right, I gotta fast forward a little. Sorry, guys. When marking off ranges, should you always use the most current support and resistance? Yes and no, because like in this case here, like the most current would be probably something right here, right? Like if we were looking at this price action, or maybe even right here. So you see how the price still faked out above that range? So there's a time and a place to use it, but usually if there's like, so let's say you're going to enter here, you got resistance there, and then above that resistance there, and then above that, you're pretty clean right up until this area outside of these wicks. So you want to wait for the cleanest zone. So me, I like to mark off where I want to do business today. So for me, like I don't really care about movements in here today, right? Because I already know I mapped out where I want to work and where I want to, you know, do my job today, and that's going to be up in this range here or potentially down in this range here. So sometimes like you, instead of just trying to get like entries as soon as possible and all that, you can look at what areas of the chart you want to participate in today. And that's typically what I do. So I probably don't want to be involved in anything in here, but I'm open to all this, and I'm open here because it's all clean range, right? Coming down. And I know I have the 4-hour candle surrounded with this range that I have. So once we get out of there, I think it's a pretty good idea to start taking trades. Now, you may say, well, what if we get the breakout here? So in my monthly review, you guys will see, but a lot of the losses that were taken were all taken that look like this, where price breaks out and we take a sell right here. And I think it tends to not work out, all because we just need a new resistance, right? So someone asked a question like this the other day, like if we're breaking the 4-hour lows or something, would I enter the sell on when the previous 4-hour candle is bullish? And here I still wouldn't do that, because a lot of times your nearest resistance is up here, and a lot of times this could be some sort of a fake out. And it may not be a fake out, but it will push up enough to stop most traders out and then end up closing maybe back below the range. How many of you guys have ever seen that right there? So you enter the breakout here, but price, you keep a current candle stop, and then price pops up and breaks that high just to stop you out, just to close below the range and to see the next candle melt off. So in this case, like this is exactly what I would love to see here today. Like if right now the candle can close, let's just say below in the next what is it, 15 minutes? Yeah, 15 minutes. You get a closure like that, and now you have 9 a.m. coming in, right? So from 9 a.m. to 9:30, maybe we can get this candle to sort of pull back for us, give us a lower time frame resistance, plus close below on the 30-minute, right? And now we run into 9:30, which we obviously know is one of our favorite times to trade, where you got a lot of high volume, and we can go ahead and take the sell off of that one. So that's what I would do in today's case if we just continue melting, only because our nearest support level is like way up here. I'm sorry, resistance level is way up there. So we would need something new around here to be able to go ahead and say, okay, we can sell off of that resistance now. And most likely that trade right there on the 15-minute, it'll just look like a closure back below the range. So it'll look like you push down on the 15, and then 15-minute candles came up, right? Boom, pushed up, maybe something like this, and then the next one closes below. And that finishes off that 30-minute candle, this one right here, and then we take sells in the next one. Gold, this is gold. This is gold right here. Goldie. Good old Goldie, but we are rejecting the zone there, so we'll see. Mr. Birthday. So what we doing today, Johnny Gems?
We chilling, bro. Let's go chill by the pool again.
You guys coming over, hang out at the pool?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll pull up, take the kids to the pool. I think that'll be pretty fun.
Alright.
Then let's get some dinner maybe. Maybe we can grill. That'd be fire. Grill up some burgers and dogs.
Maybe we'll do some burgers and steaks, pal.
How
I
about
don't know about the dog. I don't know about the dogs these days, dog. The dogs ain't dogging no more, man. I don't know.
Oh, good dog. Yeah, because they need to be on the grill, bro.
I don't know, man.
On the stove, no.
What do you think,
no
Rafi?
Bueno. On the grill, yes.
The dogs or the steaks?
Chat, who likes hot dogs? Alright, chill. We ain't talking about it anymore.
The dogs?
I'm going with a nice cheeseburger and a nice steak. Chilling with that.
That's beautiful. That sounds great.
Yeah. Yo, chat, thank you everyone for the birthday wishes. Appreciate y'all and love y'all. Thank you. What's good, TK? Yo, steak burger would be fire, bro. I've had that before.
There you go. See, TK's always got the best ideas. Steak burger. How about that one?
Yeah, right. There you go. Perfect.
Then I don't have to cook a burger or a steak. I could just cook the steak burger. Just
There
be
you
one.
go.
Just one.
Steak burger fire.
It's a double play right there.
Double play.
That's a double play.
Elijah, did that make sense with the ranges stuff about maybe, you know, like you could use that, but then you have like all this other stuff to the left where sometimes it's just not worth, you know, like taking the buys above here when you got resistance, and then all clean, right? Where a good trade could be provided. Steak burger. Hashim Ayush. How y'all feeling? What up, boys?
Boys, what's good?
India has the worst hot dogs? Oh, man.
Yep.
Oh, man. We're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
Yo, Christian, thank you, bro. Let's go. Me and your mom got some W birthdays.
AB facts. Nice little butcher run. What's your comment
idea,
and
AB.
recommendation being on a 5% total drawdown in a 10% max drawdown challenge account? I would. So you're still there, right? So it's not like it's over. But I would start to increase size. I know maybe you might hear that like the opposite from someone else, like decrease your size and go nice and small. But in my opinion, you should step up to the plate on the next really, really good trade, and don't risk your account, but pump it up a little bit. You know, pump it up. Let your skill set get you back to break even, and then rolling back into profitability. And the way that tends to happen is if you're in a bit of a slump, which it kind of doesn't sound like you are. Seems like you're decently optimistic about it. But if you're in a slump, and I mean that like just mentally, psychologically, then swing the bat, get some green, you know, get a couple little base hits, right? Like some green trades. But if you're not really in a slump and that doesn't phase you, and it's just like on to the next trade, then I would say when next time you get the right opportunity, go ahead and increase your size, use your skill set to get you back to where you need to be. And I would do it like that, you know, just have confidence, you know, confidence in your skill, in your trading, in your ability, and go after it. Can you get burgers and steaks in India? I don't know. Can you? I don't think you can. No. Maybe in the black market or something, right?
And bro, I hope you guys can, man.
Let's not talk about black markets here on the live stream today. Last Monday, we almost got kicked off.
Yeah, let's chill, bro. Talk about something else.
Let's talk about the 15-minute candle here. No, I would not be open to the 15 closure below because in 10 minutes we have a new hourly candle closing. So I'm going to wait on that. And the hourly candle is looking like Monday. So if Monday can look like candles, they look like these. How you doing?
True.
Just tilt your head. There you go. Just like
Yes.
that. Nice little tilt. Nice little tilt. Had a bad start earlier. Pushed the sell button. Nothing happened. So I hit the sell button again. Nothing happened. 2 minutes later, both trades were activated. Wow. Yeah, that's... I would send an email right away. And then don't press send unless you lose. How are we going to manage the massive range here? As massive as it is, if we can get like supports towards the bottom of the range come 9:30, then I don't mind potentially taking a buy here. I know I'm likely to lose that trade, so I'll probably go very small if I even do it at all, but it's 100 pips. You know what I mean? So like possibly we can do something like this, right? We say, hey, we got support here. Maybe we can retest the highs, right? And then just look at it like that. So that's kind of my plan here, but we'll see. It's got to be good. It's got to be good. So I am open to taking trades here within this range just because it is massive, but the price action's really got to be there to get me in here on a Monday in a range while consolidating. Did I also trade GJ? Yeah, I used to trade pound yen. Yep. Yeah. My main two pairs for a while were gold and pound yen, and then recently, and then basically last year, I traded nothing but gold. So I traded all gold last year outside a handful of trades on the NASDAQ and a little bit on GJ. But other than that, it was all gold, all 2024. And now in 2025, I have begun to, look at the NASDAQ very frequently on a daily basis and all that. So we may have some opportunity here, though. I'll tell you that. Yeah, we still have clean range to continue up. So we are ranging here before the open. So we know that the open can get pretty wild. So we'll see how everything opens up and then kind of go from there. So we're off to a good start this month. Pretty good. First Monday, I don't think was Monday wasn't. What did we do Monday? I think we did. Yeah, we did win a trade Monday. Yeah, so a small little trade on the 31st of March, and then Tuesday led us into April. So April fooled me here. Gold playing games on April Fool's Day, which is fine. If I'm going to take a loss and if I'm going to get fooled by gold, I want it to be on April Fool's Day, where I could just be like, no, I know you were just playing. I know you were just kidding, right? And then the next day we answered back with some big trades, and then we've been pretty clean. Friday was amazing, by the way. Friday was a fantastic day for me. I took 2 trades. I put 9 contracts on an NQ trade and just smashed. It was amazing on Friday. So that was later on in the day, and then yesterday, real quick took that NQ trade. Yeah, I was looking like I was gonna make like maybe 2,500 or something last week, and boom, just buzzer beater, right? Pushes us up to like 7K. So I got some big payouts coming. Big payouts coming. All live accounts here too. What times do you guys trade? Asian session from 8 p.m. to 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Asian's been a pretty decent vibe here too. We've had some good trades in Asian. This has been our Asian for the month. One, yeah. So we've done good. We don't take too many trades. This is the clubhouse right here, literally. Asian, London, New York. Asian, London, New York. Yep. By the way, I did drop another payout video. I didn't really announce it or anything, but I also did drop the March monthly review. I am also going to do another payout, I would assume towards the end of this week, maybe early next week. But the March monthly review is up. I did do another like $1,800 payout, $5,200 payout here. That was basically all from like some of last month's stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and do, instead of doing March like week 1 type stuff, like I'll probably do some videos in between the month and just save like instead of doing that, just do like a full monthly review. And then we'll do some other stuff in between on YouTube. I got a couple new videos dropping, the power of 1 to 2 trades a day. I also got my #1 trading setup video coming out here too. So I'm gonna start dropping some in-betweens and just keep the monthly recaps to the, you know, end of the months. Yeah. Do you guys trade Asian or London live? Yeah, both of them. Yeah, we trade both. We trade all the sessions live in the clubhouse. Asian session, London session, pre-New York, and then New York. $30-minute salary. Yep. Damn, man, happy birthdays in the chat. Makes sense. All right, perfect, perfect. Clubhouse only for black market talks. Very true, very true. We'll have to join in. Australia. Oh, we got the Australian time zone. Yeah, we got some guys from Australia in the clubhouse. Love the payout videos. Yeah, I love the payouts. Yeah, and my goal is to get you guys all on this payout vibe, right? In the clubhouse, we're already starting to see a ton of people make some big money. Like there's some people in the clubhouse making more money than me right now, and it's awesome to see, you know. So we've got a lot of people taking payouts, and now it's just keeping the momentum going and really letting the buzz be created off of their payouts, right? Because it's one thing to maybe see me get payouts and stuff, but it's another thing to see some of the other guys and girls in the community begin to stack these 5K payouts, 6K payouts, make 10,000 in a month, 15,000 in a month, right? One guy's up 22,000 here. So it's like, once you begin to see that, I mean, that's all the motivation you need, because you're like, hey, those guys and girls were hanging out in the chat with me for the last couple months, and now they're out here getting payouts just like Nick, like no problem. So that's where the big belief builder starts to come into play. So my goal is to continue to help, you know, everyone get payouts, and then let everyone's payout begin to motivate everyone else, right? And then you guys start really making some money here. And if you ask them what are they doing, they'll probably tell you no different than what I'm telling you. So there's no secret. There's no secret. All right, just follow the plan. Follow the plan. Oh, my bad. Did I mute you, John? Let me do something real quick for John.
Here.
How you doing?
How you doing?
All right, perfect.
Thanks, bro.
Okay, cool. So we got the hourly closure here. So we did get a nice close here on NQ. 4-hour closing in 1 hour. 30-minute closure, got a bearish closure here, but not too bad. 15-minute, we still have the resistance here. So we're going to see what happens as we creep towards the open. Gold and other news, though. Let's see if we could do something here. So I would say 9.15 could be a play on gold. If not, 9.30, but I really do like 9.15 here. If we can come down and make a pretty solid wick on this new hourly candle, then once we re-break these highs, I like the buys, right? But the thing is, we don't want to come too far, but we still need something here on this new hourly candle. Wherever that wick is, we keep our stops below there and then take a buy on the break of the high there. I think we still have a pretty decent amount of range, 50 pips to that resistance. So yeah, but gonna need some sort of a bottom wick here. If we can come poking down past 43, that would be amazing. Somewhere along this area, you see where that other wick is? Somewhere right around there, and then we re-break the highs. It should be good. But keep in mind, this is a range. This is horrible. This is not good at all, right? When it comes to the range we're in, outside of the fact that it's 55 pips, right? So being that it is a pretty decent range, that's the only reason I'm even open to taking trades within it. But yeah, everything's got to line up, so we'll see. If it doesn't line up down here, then I have no problem waiting for buys above 63, which was my original plan.
Same, bro.
Yeah.
What's up, Carlos? Welcome, brother. Welcome to the clubhouse. Let's run it. Good to see you.
Carlos, how are you, bro? First live New York session. W, brother. Any questions you have, bro, don't hesitate. Ask them, pop them in the chat. If you have charts, any trades that you want to go over and review, let us know. You can post them right here and we'll take a look at them. Give you some good feedback. If you're brand new to the clubhouse, don't forget to check out the webinars. One of the most valuable pieces of the clubhouse is those pre-recorded webinars that we have in there. It's like an academy. So I would highly recommend running through that as well. Let's see. Is the clubhouse something similar to a mentorship? Yeah, pretty much. Yep, you get to hang out with me live basically every time I'm at the charts for the most part. Unless it's when I get crazy on NQ.
Oh, snap.
No, you
Sorry. The clubhouse is basically a university to learn how to trade, I would say. It's basically a school to learn how to trade.
It's pretty much a YouTube on steroids, because YouTube we only get like 2 hours with you guys, you know? But Clubhouse we get every session in and we hang out a lot more, go over a lot more, have a lot more opportunities to take trades and all that good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have opportunities all the time, you know, in the New York sesh, but it's like I'm still green on the day, right? Because there was an opportunity prior to the New York sesh. So we'll see if we can get one in the New York, but the more we can, I don't want to say the more chart time you have, because I also don't want people being like trading junkies and on the charts all the time. So you want to just, if your session is London, then, you know, pull up. Like if you don't normally trade New York, you don't have to trade New York in the clubhouse. You know what I mean? Maybe you could pop on here and there, but I don't want anyone like over trading and stuff. So
definitely not.
But that's why
trading
we
every
teach you.
Session is only for the responsible traders.
Yeah, and then we have taught an alternative. We've taught an alternative though, right? We have taught that. So number one, we taught you a incredible skill set, but number two, that skill set has gotten you multiple accounts now. So we made it very easy to wrap your head around having multiple live accounts, where maybe like a year and a half ago, some of you guys are just trying to get a funded account. Now, a lot of the people in the clubhouse have multiple funded accounts. So if most of the time, like if there's a red trade or even a green trade, let's say in London, and they normally would trade New York, they're just going to switch accounts. That's what I do typically. Like if I take a big loss or even like a big win in another session, I lock out of that account and I just go trade another account. So we have come up with a strategy around all that, where in a way you can really never overtrade when you do it like that. And like the whole like swag of the clubhouse is this professionalism, this 8-figure trader decision making type of deal. So no one's in there, or I shouldn't say no one, right? But a lot of the ones that are really starting to understand it and get it, they're no longer like making those stupid decisions in their trading. right? So they're able to trade multiple sessions without, you know, acting immaturely in the markets.
Oh yeah, bro. You could trade every session and be mature about it. I mean, come on.
Yeah. If you lose, for example, 2 trades in New York and you comply with your loss, do you then still enter trades in Asian? Yeah, in Asian I will. I'll still look for trades. So if I take 2 trades and take 2 losses in New York, I will most likely call it a day, because I know at that point I'm probably just not seeing the markets right. You know what I mean? Like, I just can't get a good read. If I take 2 losses, especially if they're pushed out, like very rarely will you see me take a loss and then like 5 minutes later take another trade. So usually they are spread out. Like if there's like a trade taken, let's say at like NY Open 8 a.m. and I lose that trade, then I'm most likely not going to take another trade till at least 8:30, but most likely 9:15, 9:30. And then if I take another loss there, then I just think, you know what? Maybe I don't have a good read on the market today. Let me just take my losses here and, you know, call it a day. And then I'll come back for Asian.
Yep.
The Ivy League. Yeah.
Either way, every session is just another opportunity to take one good trade. Like, you know, like once you become super disciplined to your plan, like the mindset is just one good trade that's a part of the plan. Like, and then if you could be disciplined to that, then it's like, all right, well, every session is just like any new day. It's just another opportunity to take another good setup.
Yeah, each session is like a day.
I don't really think about it like that, you know. It's more so like we get paid to execute our trade and edge, so it's like, all right, well, if we show up to the session and the edge is there, like we gotta execute it because that's our job as traders, you know. Yeah. So yeah, that's how I think about it too.
Yep. W Will, let's go. YouTube chat not visible. Yeah, something's up with my OBS today. Tomorrow should be fine. What's your take on instant accounts? I'm actually gonna get a 150K instant funded account with TopOne futures. So I'll trade that with you guys here on the live stream. So that way, you know, we can all sing Kumbaya together and, you know, check it out for, you know, basically from like my point of view. Yeah, I'll start trading it tomorrow. Okay. All right, this is what we like to see. Amazing.
I think I know who that is.
Amazing.
That looks familiar.
Solid. I would tell you who it is, but it was sent to me in a private message, so
okay.
That must mean it wants to stay private. If it comes public, then you'll see. W, really proud of you. Super proud of you. Way to go. That's how we do it. Great work. That's how we handle business. Yep, not a lot of trading. This is a very patient trader, by the way. So this is someone who has developed the skill set of patience, and it shows, right? Like, you guys think I'm patient? This is patience. This right here is patience.
Yeah.
How long is the sale on TopOne? I think it ends pretty soon, but as long as you use code TTE, you'll get 50% off. Regardless of when their sale ends.
That's for all accounts, right?
Yeah, that's for all. Yeah, you get 50% off the regular combines, which are going to be these ones here, because they pretty much have they call it the one-step elite challenge. So that's going to be these ones. Is basically where you have a challenge, right? You have a combine, one step, and the parameters are pretty much the same as Top Step. So nothing really changes for us. There's no consistency rule on the challenge itself, which is pretty good. I don't mind a 50%, even 30%. You know, that's doable, but they got none, so that's pretty nice. And then they have like a 25% once you get funded. So if you use TTE, you'll get 50% off all of these. Plus, they have the straight to sim. So I'm gonna grab me 150K and mess around on that. Yeah. So for the one-step challenges, I think, what do you think, John? Like the 50K is probably the best because it's like the best in terms of like the challenge itself. But I mean, straight to sim, you might as well go big, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm doing. Why would I get a 50K there when it's already funded? You know, I don't have to go through that combine no more. So
Yeah, no, honestly, it makes sense to get the straight to sim.
Yeah. One of the
You're just
coolest parts.
skipping the one. You're just skipping the challenge phase.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what I like here. Like where is it? This right here, the payout. So you have to wait 14 days to get a payout, but then after that, you can take a payout anytime you want. So it's pretty much at that point acting as a live account, right? Because now it's acting as if it's your own capital, because with your own capital, you can withdraw any day you like, right? So that's what they're trying to do here. So as long as you're a good trader and you're trading well and you can get your first payout after 14 days, at that point, if you make $1,000 today, you can withdraw today. And by the way, these guys are still at the top of the list when it comes to payout performance and getting your payout to you. They do it same day, in most cases the same hour that you request a payout. So these guys are still top notch when it comes to customer service and payouts. Activation fee, yeah, I believe the activation fee is 150 or something, right? 149.
I think it's 149. Yeah.
Yeah, 149. So same as Top Step.
Wait, so is that their normal price, or is like because they cut a price out and then they have a price on their website? Like, is that
So
is
right
that the
now,
price that after the 50% discount code, or?
excuse me. So it looks like they're getting rid of that in like a week or two. So the 50 will be 50%, yeah.
So is the 50K like $300, or what was it? 300, $200?
Oh my God, wrong pipe, man down,
Wait,
down.
Bring it up again. Like, pull up.
John's asking me questions. I'm over here fighting for my life. Which one?
Bring up the website.
You don't think, are you okay?
No.
Damn, didn't even ask me if I'm good. He's just like, yeah, so what's the next one? Is it 50% off or what is it?
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, so basically, I'm just kidding.
Are you good? Everything Gucci?
I'm good now. I'm good. Wrong
So,
pipe.
yeah,
Wrong pipe.
Instant sim funding.
Yeah, so basically in the next like 2 weeks.
Is that the normal price?
Yeah, these will be the normal prices. So right now their whole website's 50% off, but
Got you. Okay.
yeah, in like 2 weeks I think that goes away, you said, and then yeah, so that'll be the normal price.
I just wanted to see.
But our price will
Cool.
always be 50% off, so we'll always pay these prices. Yesterday's prices
My guy
is
was
not today's
determined with
price.
those questions.
Hey, I was determined to give answers too, but damn. I was about to be like, man down.
Hey.
Someone call the ambulance.
I was curious.
Oh man. Let's see here. 25%. So basically you can't make, so right now Top Step has a 50% consistency rule, right? So if you need to make 3,000 on like, let's say a 50K combine, then the most you can make per day at that point per day would be 50% of it, right? Because they have a 50% rule. So that would equal 1,500. So same thing with TopOne, right? So again, it's not on the combine itself, but on the actual funded account is where you have to do that. So that'll be on your best day's performance, right, John? Is that how that goes? Whatever your best day is, that's what the 25% consistency goes off of.
I believe so, yes. Or I think it's either that or the payout. Like, once you take a payout, I believe that's what it is. Bro, I don't know. I gotta double check. Oh my God,
gold. Holy. Hey, we're starting to get a lower wick. Drop a prayer for us to get out of gold. Yo. The prayers, man. What's good with Goldie? What is good with Goldie? Yeah, it's what's crazy too, Wix, is this range is massive. Massive range here. So it's getting tough, you know. It's making me want to turn into a little bit of a gambler here. Start moving supports and resistances. You know how that goes.
What's good, Wix? What's up, bro?
Yeah, I hope you had a good weekend, bro. Da. Hurry up and answer. I'm choking. What platform do I like for TopOne? So TopOne only has, looks like they only have Project X, which is the same one Top Step's using. Yeah. In my opinion, I think this one's the best platform I've ever actually used in terms of trading. Yeah, this thing is solid.
Yo, thank you, Wix. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, nobody knows nothing. Yo, Mo, how you doing? Oh man, no jelly at Dunkin' Donuts, huh? You're gonna have some problems. What did he say
We got
again?
major problems.
We got major problems. He said, "Let me get a jelly donut at Dunkin'," and they said, "No, we ain't got jelly donut." He said, "No jelly donuts. We're gonna have some problems."
There'll be major problems. Let me get the glaze.
He said, "I don't know, Mo. Get creative." He said, "I'll take them all. Put them on his tab, though." Yeah, only 300 pips is some chop, something like. It's like 250 pips here, right? 260. Yikes.
Yeah, I'm on the micro chart right now, bro. I see you're on the mini. You're a beast. You still gonna trade on the mini chart?
I have ego issues, sorry.
I know, bro. I can see.
We can't see chat on the screen. I know. Sorry, gang. Something happened with my OBS today. I have no idea. The chat didn't pop up. Let's try it again. Let's try it one more time. Yo, Wix, we gonna come on here and do some TopOne futures account giveaways together? I think that would be solid. If me and Wix popped up and both did account giveaways on one stream, and we get both of our communities involved at the same time, that'd be solid.
That'd be fire. Let's do it.
How you doing? What up, Gio? I'm only seeing Trade Locker. Oh, that's because you're on forex. Yeah, so we're talking about the futures platform that they just launched last week. Buy in India? I don't know. I'm not too sure. You can check. Go to toponefutures.com and check it out. I'm not too sure though. And by the way, I can't convince TopOne to get into different countries. They have zero control over that. Trust me. Any business would love to be in every single country in the world, right? Have access to those markets. But at the end of the day, there's regulations in some of these places that just don't fit business criteria. Yeah. Best trade divided by overall profit equals consistency. See, I still don't quite understand what that means. Yeah, I need some help. Who can mentor me? Anyone? I need a mentor real quick.
Same, bro. I'm not the guy to ask for that.
Okay, here we go. Minimum payout on the 150K with TopOne is 2%. 3K. Which means consistency rule at 20% is having a max TP of 600 to be eligible per winning trade. Okay, that's starting to make some more sense.
It's 20% of the drawdown.
Because so the minimum payout is 2%. Yeah. Sebastian. Oh man, here we go.
I think I'm gonna start trading personal account capital again.
I'm not going anywhere near personal capital.
Just
me and Sebastian are gonna sit here and just milk. What do you think, Sebastian? We love Matt and Clay, but we're gonna take some payouts here. There's no slippage in futures. Pretty much. Like sometimes you get like a little hint of slippage, but it's nowhere near anything you've experienced in forex. Gold's looking like a sell. Let's see that 4-hour candle here. Yeah, 4-hour close in about 40 minutes here too. So sells look very clean for me below 34 there. It's like very obvious, you know. Do you get 50% off straight to Sim? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you'll get 50% off all accounts that you purchase. Where'd Wix go? Did Wix leave? I'll have to hit him up. We'll see if we can do some giveaways together. Some futures accounts. Maybe we'll do some forex account giveaways too. You can use Project X on mobile. I think so, right, John? I think John. I've never done it, but
yeah, you can. I would recommend trade on the laptop, but you can trade on the mobile too.
Yeah. Will the TT code on TopOne always be 50%? Yes. Yep. 50% off. Top Step X on the phone is actually good. Okay, so Project X is pretty good then on the phone. I haven't used it on the phone yet.
Yeah.
Don't make me do that, Magnus. Come on. Start trading in the gym again. It's gonna get real dangerous.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yo, good morning, Stevie Mac. Payment is there activation fee on straight to Sim? There is not. No. Nope. It was Wix Fake's profile? Oh, no. Will the real Wix please stand up? I think it was the real Wix. I should mod him. That way we know who's real and who's not. What a nasty range here.
Nasty, bro.
Just wait on it. YOLO Trader in the house. What up, YOLO Trader? I'm winning an account this time. W. What's my Instagram? The real question is, what's John's Instagram? How you doing? I heard John's about to start making some social media plays.
Yes, I am.
Let's go.
Yes, I am. Got some value to offer.
He's got it. We do a little modding.
Did we mod someone?
You want to start losing? You want to stop losing huge on gold? That's a good idea. Very good idea. Yeah, just work on your trade management. The add-ons for TopOnes, I do think they're worth it too, actually. Yeah, they're not bad at all.
Yo, Magnus is here. The Viking.
Is he walking?
What do you think?
If he's walking, our YouTube viewers may not approve of his message.
Nah, he's getting his steps in, bro. You know how it is.
He stopped.
Magnus, just stop walking.
Nah,
and
don't ever stop. Don't ever stop walking, brother.
Man. What's up?
What's poppin'?
Good, bro.
The Viking.
We don't stop out here.
Nah, we don't stop. I've been walking since last week.
How we feel?
Since
He's only up 900,000 steps right now, chat. Chilling.
Yes,
Doesn't he look
sir.
slimmer? He
Good.
looks slimmer. No lie.
Bro.
You look a little bit more fit, a little bit more, sculpted. Telling you, it's them 10K steps. Things are no joke.
Or to say K.
bro hasn't moved since the year started.
Nah, facts.
How we feeling, Viking?
Absolutely amazing, man. What about you?
Incredible, bro. Incredible.
Thought so. Bet.
Honestly, the best I've ever felt in life, I feel right now. Seriously.
Yo.
I mean, it can't get any better than this.
Nah, for real.
Today's feeling like the best day ever right now.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Feeling great. John's old now. Yeah, he's old. He's old enough. Yep.
Old now.
Damn, bro, I'm not a teenager anymore. Snap. That's trippy.
Sheesh. Hey, at least now some of you grown-ups don't have to be like, you know what, this stupid teenager is freaking more patient and disciplined than me. At least now he's 20, so you don't have to say that anymore. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Calm down. Calm down.
Damn, bro.
Wow.
I'll
Can I
miss
join
those
the
teenage
clubhouse from Nepal? Of course. Of course. See me? I'm a smart business owner. All right? Every country, every nation, everyone is welcome in the clubhouse. We don't have restrictions. You might just have to trade forex though, but that shouldn't be an issue. Because I don't think Nepal has futures, right? I don't think so. But there's plenty of people in the clubhouse that still trade forex. Mags is gonna break Forrest Gump's record. He is.
Yeah, probably.
You already broke it.
He already broke it.
I'm on my way. I'm gonna walk to the meetup yet, CK. No flight.
There it is. Sam, man, my guy. How are you, bro?
What's up, Sam, man?
How are you? George VDM has showed up to the party. Now it's on. Now it's on.
Finally.
Guys, sorry about the no chat here today. I know it looks kind of stupid. Looks really stupid, actually. Yeah, don't worry. I can see your. I can see you guys.
Dude, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, that's crazy.
What is my minimum stop loss on gold? I don't really have one. I like anything over 45 pips. I tend to stay away from. But hey, on the year, this isn't like per like trade, but on the year based off my yearly results, I currently have a 4R based off results, which is insane. That's the best I've ever done.
Damn, bro.
That's the best
Why
I've
do you think?
ever done.
What do you think's been different?
Straight up, I have London, pre-New York, and New York opportunities where there's all high volume. So I excel the most when it's high volume, right? I kind of get myself into trouble sometimes when there's not much volume. But being that now I show up for every open, I know not to take any half-ass trades, right, that don't line up without the volume. So most of my trades now are taken during either pre-London, London Open, New York Open, or something like that. So I think just banking on the volume, knowing that I'm here for most sessions, so like not settling. So when you only trade one session, or for me when I only trade one session, sometimes you could settle for trades and you may not even be aware of it. But now that I trade multiple sessions a day, I will not settle for a crappy trade, because I know I'll come back to the next session where there'll be more volume and I could execute there. So I've actually been very picky, and that has really turned my results up. 70% win rate over the year. 2R, not 4, 2. Profit factors 4. Daily win rates 84%. So yeah, 2R. But even 2R for me, as like a consistent for the year, is pretty damn solid. A lot of my trades years ago were 1R, if that. Nikola Tesla, what about him? What about him? That's what you should ask. Yeah, that's what you should ask yourself. What about Nikola Tesla? Go down that hole.
Yeah, what about him?
There's a reason they don't bring him up too much. Trust me. Because I'll be honest, we should have been learning about him instead of Einstein. How you doing? How do I calculate max 8% max daily drawdown? Just do 8% of your account.
You go into your calculator, you put your account size in, and then you times that by 8%, and then you press equal, and then you got it.
All right, gold looks like crap here. Let's take a look at NQ for 930. Oh wow, wow.
Don't participate in that.
That's
Please
insane. I really thought we were setting up to move up here. But look, maybe the open rips here. Rips down and then rips back up. And then we can still take buys in a little bit. So maybe we do something like this. All right, typical 930 and then closure above. And then we use current candle stops and see if we could fill the rest of the gap.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah. Watch your shoes.
Bro.
Yeah. Don't get no wicks on your shoes, by the way.
Bro, equity, that's what's up, bro. If you can get into the habit of doing push-ups during the live streams or during your market sessions, like if you can keep that habit forever, bro, you're gonna be shredded forever.
Game over, man.
Yeah. Every 30 minutes, just drop down. I'm slacking here on these push-ups over the last couple
Do
weeks.
100.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on my push-ups right now, actually.
John's cruising.
What about you boys? Any push-ups or no?
I haven't been doing push-ups during the stream. I've just been extremely consistent with my workouts.
I'm at around 0.
Nice.
Yeah, not that good.
All good, bro. Rafi, about you, bro? Any push-ups?
Right now?
Yeah, any or have you done any today?
No.
He said, nah, we ain't doing no push-ups right now. He said, I just woke up, took a shower, combed my hair, came to the live stream. What you mean push-ups?
John, shut the hell
Yeah,
up.
not right now.
What you talking about push-ups?
Do you think it's much better to trade 1 or 2 market sessions than only New York? So yes, if big if here, right? If you have the maturity already established in your trading, right? Because if you're still making like all the rookie mistakes, by the way, there's nothing wrong with that, but I highly recommend, getting over those as soon as possible. If you're still doing that, then I would stick to 1 session. So what helped me break free from myself was, instead of turning on the computer at any time of the day, right? I would just basically any time of the day, I would just look up and then I would say, okay, I want to trade now. So I would come on, I would look up and I go, okay, cool. Look, price is going down. Let me take a sell, right? Take a sell. And that's how I would basically review my trading, right? Is I want to trade now. Let me sign onto my computer and take a trade. Where now it's a little bit different. So I had to combat that some way. So what I did was I started to stick to 1 to 2 trades a day, and I would only trade the New York session. So that really helped me kind of solidify a bit of a routine, a little bit of a like a regimen kind of, where I only showed up to New York. Yeah, and a habit of really sticking to 1 to 2 trades a day, because I needed to get rid of the immaturity that I was displaying at the desk. So this helped mold me into a trader that was more mature. And as I started following these guidelines, I realized that it really was best to only take the highest probability setups. It wasn't worth it to go trade stupid trades, because the following day I could get a good trade. So I would like maybe take a loss, right? Just a stupid loss, like maybe in here for like negative 500, only to get it back the next day. And I would think, wow, and let's just say I was up 1,500, right? And I went down to 1,000 because I lost 500. So now I'm like, go down to 1,000 on a stupid trade, and then I get it right back. So instead of being back at 1,500, I could have been up at 2K. So I was starting to realize those things, and how it was just important to wait for the best setup of the session. And then over like 2 years of doing that, I developed a little bit of like maturity. So then what I could do now is, anytime a good solid playbook position did show up, I would execute on it. So now I'm at the point where I could trade multiple sessions and multiple pairs and do it like that, but it wasn't always that way. So So just to answer your question, if you have that maturity already, then I don't see anything wrong with going to multiple sessions and looking to make money. But if you're not there yet, then I would stick to 1 to 2 trades a day in 1 session a day.
Facts, bro. And you could also stay within the 1 to 2 trades a day and still trade every session too. Like, you know, once you get your 2 trades, just call it.
Yeah, that's it.
Call it a day.
Exactly.
You could still pull up to every session though.
Yeah, so let's see
Don't
if
try to
NQ
measure that candle.
No, I won't. I won't. I won't.
Gold, chill out.
Damn.
I don't care. I don't care what gold wants to do here. It could do anything.
Bro, that candle is like 180 pips. No, that's 250. Oh, damn.
Sunlight.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll see. Maybe this one will have what it takes to close below. But so far, all candles have dipped below here and have pulled right back up. These ranges, yeah, they are massive. Massive ranges. Four-hour bearish, would you like it for sells? With the 4-hour being bearish, yeah, if we can get a closure, so that sell below breaks the 4-hour low like we were talking about. You get a closure here. It looks pretty good. Clean range to the left, so the only thing I would really like to see is a bit of a somewhat of a 15-minute like resistance, but we got it up here, so we'll see if we can break below. Still plenty of range. 300 pips to the downside here. Yeah, we also, that's right, we also do have the new 4-hour candle, so it actually may not be wise to take this on the 45th minute of the hour, right? You might as well wait for the 4-hour to close up here. If the 4-hour closes bearish, the next one here should finish the job in terms of, you see that wick right here? We're most likely going to fill that wick here, and that should happen on the next candle. But you know, we'll probably get a little bit of a bullish push on the 15-minute time frame, so we don't want to enter sells just yet because of that. I think once that top wick is official, then we can look to trade this big range here.
Yo, you remember Friday last week?
Which
It's
one?
exactly the same example as that. We should see a bullish 15 and a new resistance, and then, you know. But
Yeah, pretty
last
much.
week we closed with no bottom wick.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, we could. That's probably why I don't remember. No
Yeah.
bottom wick.
But that was a perfect sell, so yeah.
Yeah, it was. Would I settle for the 15? Probably not, because the 1 hour, 4 hour, all that's coming to a close, and I know that the new 4-hour candle is most likely going to want to create that top wick. So what that can do is that could break the lows, right, and then go up, create the top wick, and then kind of come back down like this. This would be perfect for like 10:15 here, and then we drive down.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Stop out sellers first. Early sellers. Getting FOMO'd in here.
Yep. NQ I didn't sell because I don't plan on taking any sells today on NQ. Yeah, my goal is to potentially fill the gap, so I'm not taking any sells on the NASDAQ today. Just buys. Just buys. Just buys above 79. That's it. So maybe what can happen is you can get a fake out here. This to me is a bit of an observation zone right here. So if we can kind of get a fake out where candles close either back above, either this candle itself closes back above, right? Then the buys are starting to look good again. Or if the next candle runs up and this creates a fake out, right? And then we could take more buys moving up. Yeah, that would make sense. Why no sells? Because you have this gap down, on NQ. You're right at support. You're also 4 hours just super choppy. Maybe if we start closing below here on the 4 hour, then I could be open, but I just like the buys better here for this gap up, right? This fill up here. Other than that, I don't like this daily candle at all. Look at it. Where is it? Where'd it go?
Where is it?
There it is. Yeah, so give me 1 minute. I'll be right back, boys.
What's poppin'?
How many push-ups you at, John?
I am at 120.
Damn. Nice.
Yes, sir. Chat, how many push-ups you guys at?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Where you at? Like at a day or overall this year or what?
On the day, how many push-ups did I do today? I did 120.
Got it.
Yeah. So that's like what we meant. That's like what I mean. Like, how many push-ups did you guys do today? When I say where we at? 15, 0, nice.
0, nice.
We working on it. We working on it, Conrad.
Yes, sir. Yes, especially that'd be lovely. Like seeing the fall break the low, grab the early sellers here, the ones getting FOMO'd in. Then we could take the re-break or either onion or re-break. That would be great. Because I think we're coming downtown here. Feel that wick. Yeah, we have a massive range.
Let's get a DJ Scratches. I'm doing another 30 right now. W. -5 push-ups. That's funny, Carlos.
Yeah. How do you even do that, man?
Yeah, right? What are we? Is that backwards push-ups? Like,
I don't even know.
how do we get to the negatives?
Do you do like handstand push-ups too?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, honestly, I gotta work on that because that's pretty tough. I tried that. I could maybe do one, but I do different type of push-ups.
Yeah.
Like different variations of exercises, yeah. I like doing pull-ups too, man. Yep. Alright, but cool about the push-ups. What happened? How many what?
That's just to say pull-ups is great.
Yeah, I love pull-ups, bro.
Yeah, me too.
I love cranking out push-ups and pull-ups, just like kidding. Just cranking out reps on them, like reps on reps. My favorite. Yeah. You probably saw my story, right, Magnus? Like,
yeah, I did.
The reps, like wherever you're at, chat. Like, if you're feeling like crap, like just get down and do like 30 push-ups. You'll feel amazing.
Thanks.
Yeah. If you're at the pool, if you're at school, if you're at work, like just get down and do 30 push-ups.
Bro, I saw your story. You were doing it at the tennis court.
120.
Yeah.
Done.
Yep, bro. Did it on the tennis court. Yep.
The tennis court? He did it on the Dennis's tennis court. Actually, that's pretty funny because the kid's name was Dennis.
Dennis's tennis court.
Yeah, bro, that's hilarious.
Oh yeah. Will this 15 continue through? Got a 15 breakout now, but
oh snap!
Yeah, I've got a fall closure
wait for
like
that.
15, so
Yeah, wait for that 30 closure. Or at least that's what I'm gonna do.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Man, we moved to 300 pips.
Wild.
250. Okay, 260. Yeah.
The ranges are really insane right now.
For real, man. Bro, if you look at that bullish move we have there to the left, the one that made the range we're in right now, that's 1,000 pips from the wicks and up.
Oh my god. Wow.
That's wild.
That's a gnarly move there, mate.
Dang.
Might go to the gym today to sit on the massage chair. That's fire.
That's a vibe right there. Just chill out.
Why not trade the 15? Because the 4-hour candle is going to close here. So I'd rather wait on the 4-hour closure. So can this 4-hour candle over the next 15 minutes make this big move and continue down here to fill the wick? Yeah, that can happen, and that's okay, right? But most likely it'll be the next one, and the next one's going to probably take a push up, right, to create that top wick before ripping down. So that means if I get into a sell here now, there's a very high chance that on the 15-minute we could potentially break the low, activate us, and then come back up here, close like this, and then the 4-hour candle closes like that. And now you're in a sell position here, right? And now we know that if the 4-hour candle has just closed like this, right, then the next 4-hour candle is most likely going to create this top wick. So what does that do to our trade, our position? Now we got to go higher up, right? Now we're most likely going to get stopped out just for candles to come back down and potentially close like that, right? And then all we can do at that point now is wait for either a break of the low to take your sell now that the 4-hour candle has created a top wick to move down, or you can wait for a closure below the range and then take your sells here. So I'll probably be open to example 1 if we get that exact price action. If not, I'll get the breakout. Or if not that, then just take nothing.
Yeah,
so
I think we have enough range. So
yeah, we got some range.
Yeah,
Also, not one 30-minute candle is closed below here, nor has one 1-hour candle closed below here at this point. So if those two time frames have yet to close below, and those two time frames are both still open, then that means that there's also a very high chance that the candle will pull back and not even close below the range. So you gotta be careful with that too. So with all that going against me, I don't care about missing that move, right? This move here. If that happens, it's fine, because I'd rather not execute based off of the things that are going against me versus maybe the one thing that can go right.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Cool. My 4-hour, yeah, it closed at 10. Yeah, it closed at 10. It's just liquidity, I guess. Yeah, I think most of the futures close at 10 now too, right?
I think so.
It would be lovely to see a break of that 15 previous now, because then the sellers would already be in.
Yeah.
If we could get that move up because of the fall open and all of that, that would be great.
Yep. Yeah, and that would be nice. And then we could expect maybe the new 1-hour to come up towards like 34, give us a top wick, because that'll be a nice rejection on the 15, right? And then push up like that, and then come down, start melting. Could we get it on a Monday? Could we get it on a Monday? We'll see.
Everyone's like, why are you sitting down, man?
Hey, I seen one of the funniest videos this weekend. My guy was dead serious in this video. He said, yo, I'm a little ticked off. Why can't we call 11 1E1? He said, we got 22, 33, 44, 55. Why can't 11 be 1E1? I'm pissed. And then he just signed off the video. I'm like, well, damn. Homie actually makes sense. I think I'm a little pissed too. Why isn't it 1E1? Like,
What? Yeah.
what's 11?
Right,
Where did
bro?
11 come from?
Yo, this guy was dead serious. He said, dude, they make 22, 33, 44. What's up? Why no 1E1? Why no 1E1? Like, that was his question of a lifetime right there.
Yeah, it's so funny, bro.
Nah, but he, for real, like, what?
Hey, he's got a point. He's honestly
He got
Right.
one, yeah.
got a point.
He really does.
Damn.
9, 10, 1E1, 22. No. He said 1E1, bro. I'm done. Oh, what do you know? There's our bottom wick. Did anyone's shoe get hit? Anyone's shoe? I think my
God,
shoe's
got
still
that
good.
bottom
No,
wick.
no creases or anything. But there's that lower wick we were looking for.
Damn. 9:30 prophecy is true.
Some of you guys are in the chat like, they're geniuses. How did they know that?
Yeah, we just got smoked.
He's not walking no more. Took one to the foot. Let's see here. Turmoil depends after Trump sticks tariff. Yup, S&P 500. I know. Everything's falling, man. Look at NASDAQ, bro. Sheesh.
Wow.
Well, there's that bottom wick we wanted. How you get them? There's the fake out that we're looking for, if it fakes out. Bit of a push here in the last 15 minutes.
Dang.
Money though. Perfect. Perfectly anticipated here. Let 930 do its thing. Let 930 wick it all out. And then I personally like trading NASDAQ after 10 a.m. Really, honestly, after like 12 p.m. I like trading this pair the best. But today I can't do that because I got a pool day today. So no NQ afternoon trading. There it is. Look.
For you, bro.
That's perfect. That's exactly what we called for. Louis G, go get some new shoes, bro.
It's sitting up nice too.
Actually, you're right. It should be 10E1. It should be, right? Because it would go 10, 20, 30. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, that guy made no sense. Man, what's up with that guy? 2 minutes ago, he was a genius. Made all the sense in the world. Now it's like, that guy's off his rocker. Monday, yeah, no. Why do we do push-ups? To test the mind and the body. I remember one time we were at this church event, this men's conference. They had a big push-up contest. This one dude, he was the biggest, bulkiest guy there. He thought he was going to crush it. They were like, all right, ready, set, go. And yo, this dude started doing mad push-ups. Like, the competition wasn't who could do the most push-ups. The competition was who can do the push-ups the longest. Yo, this guy literally overworked himself. And then you just see this one military dude. Just boom, 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 boom. Steady pace. That dude did push-ups for like 15 minutes. It's wild.
Nah.
Yeah, dude, it was nuts.
Right.
Just very
like
simple,
John.
slow, one after another. And military boys don't play.
Boys can play. Yep.
John, we gotta see those 100 push-ups in a row.
I know, bro. Maybe next video I'll do that.
Good, good, good.
He's cooking, he's cooking. Had to warm him up. Did we get a salary play here, Johnny Gems?
Hopefully. 15 salary would be lovely.
Amazing. Bro,
So
That's
gold
a full
doing
margin trade.
exactly as anticipated, and Q doing exactly as anticipated. So let's see if we can get paid for our
Lovely patience.
expertise here today.
Okay, expertise, yeah.
Yes, sir. I think our patience will definitely get rewarded. Trust that.
Yeah, we've seen it a couple times.
Yeah, just a couple, bro.
Just a couple, yeah.
It's happened a couple times.
Only been trading the New York session for the last 6 years, every single day. I don't even think I ever. I don't think there was one day I didn't show up for the last at least like 5 years to the charts.
No,
Seriously.
facts.
Even when I had a cold, yeah. Even when I had a cold. Some of y'all have a cold and you act like you got to call out to work. Like, I can't trade today. I got a cold. Like, bro, you could do this from your bed. What do you mean you got a cold, bro?
That just sounds like an. If you ever say that to me, I'm just gonna think that's an excuse.
Hey, man, I
I'm
can't
not
really
lucky
trade
you
today.
is.
I've got a sore throat. Okay, and does that have to do with anything?
And so you can't see the fall time frame?
Are you blind also, or did your hands get chopped off? Other than that, I think you should be good. As long as you got your eyes and hands, I mean, you should be pretty good.
Are you sick with excuse-itis? I don't know what the problem.
That's what I think it is. That's what I think it is.
Excuse-itis, yeah.
I think it's just a little bit of excuse-itis, not a little sore throat.
Damn, bro. Well, I have a cure for you. And that is action taking. That's your cure.
ACTION. Can't trade today. I had a heart attack.
That's a little different.
Dude, there's Wi-Fi in the yeah. Hey, if you got Wi-Fi in the hospital, there's no excuse.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Phil warned us about that. Wow, what do you know, gang? Here comes the NASDAQ.
Damn, bro.
Holy.
Nah, guys, we're just trolling. We do a little trolling.
We like to troll.
We like to joke. We just kidding. If you're sick, do your thing. But hey, we're all
Stay in
here
bed.
for a reason, right? To celebrate my birthday with a pip cake. So yeah, Goldie better give
Let's
us this.
go.
Goldie better
Celebrate
give us
Johnny
this pleasure.
Jams.
Yep. It's there with some pips.
I mean, at least the 4 was still close to, like, below that level. Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. But a 15 fake out now.
Yeah. Wow, look at
Damn,
NQ
bro.
here, man.
Gold, you're annoying.
Yeah, NQ did exactly what you dropped before.
Yeah, that's money. Is gold going up or down? Down?
Up.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Closing above, as in it looks like.
Being annoying.
Oh,
bro.
1 hour is gonna close above.
Yeah.
Oh,
Seems like
wow.
it.
Maybe the 15
What a
closed above,
shocker.
though.
Hopefully we close below. We got a minute left.
Yeah, but
Probably.
4 was still close below. I don't know, let's see.
Hopefully for who? For gold? Gold's got to convince us.
Facts.
Nike Xander, what's up, brother?
Gold convince us.
Come on, Gold.
Convince me, gold.
For my birthday. For my birthday, Gold. You love me.
You love me.
Yeah, so
I mean,
now
if
we
we close right here, the 15 just need to close below, then we're good. 30 close below, 1 hour close below.
Yeah, the pack runner will be money.
Yeah.
So that's why we didn't
every
want to
time
take
frame close below.
any sells there today on NQ because you're most likely gonna rip right out of there. Wow, Goldie.
Damn, bro.
Wow.
That's too tough for me.
It's only the 15 that closed above.
Yeah, the 1 hour close below.
Yeah, everything close
Anything
below.
big
30
close
close
below.
below, 4 close below, 1 hour close below. It's only the 15
1 hour
that closed
dry
below.
list. the bet.
15. All right. So the next step here for me is simple. You know, 15 closure below, just what we drew out earlier. and I'm in there. Stops have to be current candle stops. Fill the rest of the range.
Would you consider an onion?
Yeah. Yep. Possibly onion. You don't have to break out, but you got to break the highs. If you're going to just solely off the onion like that, you mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to break
exactly.
the highs first, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And
It's
then the
buyers
sells are
first.
good. Yeah.
We get that top wick for the
Yep.
4 hour.
That looks money.
Yes, sir. I thought that.
And then NQ. Let's go back here. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Holy crap. This thing pumped. Look at that 1 hour, dude. Holy smokes.
Oh.
Wild. All right, Goldie. Let's see if we can get one more 15-minute candle out of gold here. And then we'll see if we got a position. NQ got a new, everything got a new 4-hour candle, by the way. So you really need a top wick on everything. Top wick on gold, bottom wick on NQ. 15 will most likely break the highs here, and then if we can come down and close below, that'll be great. Unless the 4-hour just doesn't want to give a top wick, and that's fine too. Done for the day? Good idea. He said I'm out.
Not a bad idea.
Close below on forex? Yeah, if it closed below on forex, and you know what to do. Wait for a top wick though on the 4-hour here. Yeah, we should break the previous 15 high, and then if we can come back down, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But if you like sells here, don't let me, talk you out of it. Why must it break the highs? Great question, because the new 4-hour candle's open, right? So the new 4-hour candle, if it closed like this, it's most likely going to want to create some sort of a top wick, right? So right now the 4-hour candle has a top wick that looks like that. So I would assume that we will come up, make a little bit of a steeper top wick, and what that would look like is that would look like this 15-minute candle breaking the highs. And now here's one of the most significant pieces about this, is that all the buyers will get activated here. So there's a ton of buy stops right now sitting right here. So we need those buy stops to get activated, because now that's liquidity, right? So now that's all the buyers are in, and they all have their stops obviously sitting below here. So when you get that opportunity where now you can say, okay, the 4-hour top wick is in place, plus we broke the highs in the 15, and the buyers are in the trade now, and now we can come for their stops, which are going to be down here, and that'll be liquidity to push price through that range, right? So that's a big piece of this trade here, is really getting that high broken, entering the buyers, creating our top wick on the 4-hour, and then pushing back down through that range. Bet my kidney on it. David, gotta love a man with 2 first names. 22K, I'm not too sure what that is, but if you made 22K today, congratulations. Or if you made 22K this week, congrats. Or this month, congrats. I'm not too sure what that means, but congrats. It can't be anything bad. I don't see a negative in front of it.
Okay.
This is a good Monday. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Best Monday of our lives. What about if the green candle finished above? Could we expect the next candle to go down and it would be a fake out? Yeah. But I think at that point, so now you would just have to wait for that closure, right? So like, let's say we do this, boom, we break the highs, and let's just say we close above. So now anything above here, in my opinion, would still classify to be in this choppy range now. Because if you stay above there, you can just chop around now, like consolidate, right? And just mess around here and do this for the rest of the day. So if you get the candle to close above, now it's just very important to have a bearish candle close below, right? And if you can get that, then most likely we're going to come down, we're going to fill that wick, and if we break through it, chances are we'll fill the range. But let this 15 break the high if it can, and then we'll talk some business. NQ buys valid? No, I think they are valid. We just 4 hour needs to make a wick here. How much room do we have here? Sheesh, these actually ain't bad. These actually ain't the worst. You got a decent range to fill the gap. 180. 15 minute. So the one thing, what would you guys think is the one thing concerning me here? Let's have a little class participation. What would be the one thing concerning you here? Is there anything concerning? For gold sell, just wait for resistance. Exactly. Yep. No top wick, overextended, no top wick on previous, overextended, stops are too big. Yeah, pretty much. So most of this has to do with this overextended candle here. I think all we need is nothing too crazy to make this more of an A+ trade. Like one red candle, right? And then followed by a bullish candle, and I'm down. Right? Just like this. You get support, and then you continue running up. So there's no support nearby. The nearest support is down here. So sometimes this big rejection on the downside can substitute the support we're looking for, but not today. Not today. So let's see if we can get that bearish candle. We've been pretty predictable on everything so far today, so maybe we get this one too. Support is too far. That's correct. Yup. Everything, he said. Everything is wrong. You should be concerned about everything. No lie. Stops are too big. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's not good about taking a buy right here. By the way, if you watch the monthly review that I did, this one right here, you'll see that some of the losing trades were all due to this exact concept of just being a little too overextended at that point. Let's see if we can find it. Who's watched this? Anyone? Oh yeah, this is what I was trying to tell you guys earlier. Excuse me, about us needing a new resistance, right? So you see how we took this sell here, but notice how, where was the nearest resistance at that point? Right here, right? So we never had a brand new resistance closer to our trade. It was right here. So that calls for a pullback. So it's no surprise we got stopped out there. And a lot of times, like, you're going to find fake outs. It's not going to look like a fake out. You're going to have super clean range to the left, but we were just a little too far. So at that point, what you need is you need some sort of like a new resistance, right? If like, for instance, if this candle here, right, this bullish candle could have closed like at the top of that box, and then the next candle closes below, that makes this trade so much more high probability than taking it right off here, right? Because now you have a, forget about this real quick, right? Now you have a brand new resistance right there to go ahead and take sells off of, right here. Boom, resistance formed, and now you can take your sell with confidence, being that you have a new resistance right there, right? Versus all the way up here. Dun, dun. All right, there we go. Broke the highs just as anticipated. Let's see. Sometimes when there's a recent support resistance right near the support, does that count? I'm not too sure how to picture that in my mind. Watched it earlier today. Oh, nice. You don't know how to trade at all. That typically comes from someone that doesn't know how to trade at all, but appreciate you. 15-minute broke the last high. Yep, just as anticipated. So now if the 15 can close below, we should be golden. Right? Boom.
Yeah, it looks good.
Bam. So now we got what we were looking for here. So let's see. Let's see.
Let's see. Nick, you don't know how to trade at all, man.
Not at all.
Thanks, bro.
Don't know a thing.
Your record's terrible.
Yeah.
Everyone in the chat can measure your intelligence by that comment.
Bro, that shows more about you than it shows about Nick.
Wow. Goldie. Yeah, see, no 30 closures.
Whoa.
No entries. NQ, fill the gap. There it goes. Yep.
Yo, W for waiting on the topic. Holy.
Wow.
She gone.
That was that new 4-hour opening up.
New 4-hour top. Yeah, no. New 4-hour ripped. He said that's someone from Top Step trying to throw you off. Yo, don't be trying to block my payouts, man. Who was that? Let me find him. I'm going to go back up. Oh, snap. I see, I see. Word, if he would have said, man, you don't know how to trade that good, you know, all right. Maybe I don't. But it gets me paid, you know what I mean? I don't know how to trade that good, but I'm good at trading. Does that make sense? I don't know how to trade that good, but I'm good at trading. But he just said I don't know how to trade at all. That ain't right, G. That ain't right.
That man's just blind.
That's a little too much. I would say that's a little too at all.
You took it a little too far, man. Hurt my feelings.
Dude probably feels like crap.
Nah, he'd be out.
Yeah, just say it out like that straight.
I probably hates himself.
Why not today? Monday. Just and plus no 15-minute bearish candle that I was looking for. Bye. So we did fill the gap, which is nice. Daily candle back to being bullish here. So, you know, trading at times is like chess as well. Like if you can't catch the NQ buys today, you wait for a strong bullish daily closure, and then we know exactly where to go tomorrow.
Yo, that 1 hour time frame on NQ is perfect example of a liquidity grab at 9:30.
Yeah. Yep.
What a move.
We got all day for NQ though.
Just moved 800 points. Great.
You could still come back. Don't worry. We got time.
Stop it.
Sometimes you take this trade for buys when candle closed back above the range. Why not today? Because we needed so this was the beginning of a new 4-hour candle too. So usually I don't like taking trades in the first 15 minutes of the open of a 4-hour candle, because I personally would like to see price spend that time creating a lower wick. Now, just because I personally would like to see that time create a lower wick doesn't mean price has to do that. It just means that that's what I like to see in order to say, hey, that's an A+ setup. But price doesn't have to do what I want it to do, right? But I don't trade unless price does what I want it to do. So that's simple. It's a very simple, trading's a very simple game once you understand exactly what you will do and exactly what you won't do. Yikes, look at this 1-hour range.
Right?
Wow.
Can we
Nasty,
say
bro.
it all together? Can we say Monday? Monday. Yeah, if there was any price action to describe Monday, it would be right here.
Yuck. Maybe we just call it and go enjoy the pool now. Come back for Asian.
Asian. Bodega. Say it with me. Bodega.
Monday, holy.
NQ
Damn.
coming for this gap, Louis G.
Bodega.
Bodega. There you go. Say it with me.
Bodega. Wowzers.
It's code. It's code pair. There you go, bodega. There you go. This how we looking right now. This how y'all watching me right now. I can't believe Monday price action.
Man.
What's going on?
Damn, bro. Took a loss.
Who took Snoop's bud? Yo, word. That dude looking down at the camera crying.
Yo, we're almost breaking above on that 1 hour next.
Wow, Goldie.
Yo, weird.
I mean,
Looking
wow.
like buys incoming.
NQ.
Jeez, we're moving like 500 pips a session now.
How many people took sells on this candle right there? Anyone?
Hope no one.
No, you don't have to admit it. Just that's why we wait. Because right here, I know a lot of people got antsy on that candle right there.
I had sell stops, but only after we broke the 15 highs, but never got activated. So
Yeah, especially when it's like Monday. And remember, time is what weighs on the trader. So time is typically what breaks the trader down. Because they're waiting and waiting and waiting. And eventually, it's like, it comes to the point where it's like, hey, I've been waiting for too long. This one looks good enough. And then that's where the damage occurs. So keep that in mind, gang. Time is what puts the pressure on the trader. So,
yep. Sir, bro.
Yo, would you need a 1 hour, or would you say the 30 is pretty good confirmation if you close above?
yeah, but then our nearest support is down here.
Yeah, that's the problem, like 300 pips away.
It's only 365 pips away. No big deal.
Oh, not that much at all.
I will.
But you know what we
Might
would
as well call it.
what we would look for is, let's say the best would be to close right here. Close right there, not get the breakout on that candle, then get support, kind of like these two candles, and then close back above.
Yeah, that'd be best.
Boom.
To not be overextended.
Yeah, and now you got brand new support, brand new breakout, you get a decent lower wick, and that'll be a much better trade.
I agree.
Yeah, 15 fake out here. I don't like buys here, so I'm not too into the buys in this overall range. But yeah, I could see why someone would enter off the fake out. You're right about the pressure of time. I know, man. Trust me, I remember at one point I was a new trader. So I was all new to this stuff as well. And I remember time would weigh me down. I'll be sitting there. Like, I didn't even know what a no trade day was. I'm like, nah, we only got a few minutes left. So we'll have to pick this trade, I guess. So stupid.
Yeah, bro.
I was being so,
For sure.
so, you know what. Oh, Trump considers a 90-day pause on tariffs. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that
look
would
at that.
make sense.
Look at that pig. Bro, he had $4 trillion into the market.
Oh my god.
Seaman, nah.
Yeah, Sanji. Yeah, man, that's trading. You got to know what you want. I truly, the more I talk to traders, the more I realize that they don't know what the hell they're looking for. They don't know what's going on. They got this strategy, that strategy. his strategy, her strategy. They're mixing it all together. It's getting all discombobulated, and they're just literally throwing mud up. With not many traders have a true compass, like a true roadmap to follow every single day without deviation. So I think if traders can get that down, they're going to see success a lot quicker. Look at NQ. I don't even want to look. Don't even want to. Oh my God. Yeah, man. So we're up, back above the gap now. So, I mean, new supports. This could be a wick to fill a little bit later on today. Look at that. So, hold on. Where was this Trump news just released at? Any source? I remember the first time watching you. Also guilty asking, why doesn't this streamer take trade? Yo, everyone's like, yo, we haven't seen you take a trade in the New York session. I'm like, bro, that's because I don't force trades just because you're watching. Like, I'm a father, G. Like, I got to provide a lifestyle for my family here. You know what I mean? I'm not just going to take a trade because, you know, some people showed up, right? Like, I want to educate and I want to take good quality trades and be a good example for those that do show up. Right, but I'm not gonna sit there and just trade because we're on some YouTube live stream. 20 pips spread? Oh my God. Trade on futures, no spread. Exactly. Wow. Oh, and a chart freezing up. Trump wants him to come to the negotiating table, eh? Trump's going to be the biggest mistake of America's. Can we arrange a one-on-one session? Maybe. TimeTrading.com. Yeah, I don't see the tariff update, but yeah, it looks like that is the case, but oh, Twitter? There you go. Free my mic up before we dip. Oh, Conrad. My man, I love this guy.
Yep.
Let's bring him on up here, Conrad. Welcome to the big stage, brother.
Yeah. Love this guy too.
How are you, my man?
Thank you, Nick. Good in you, man.
Where is he? There he is. Conrad, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at my hand.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Brother.
Loyal TT member,
Yes,
Clubhouse
sir.
member, the man. How are we today, bro?
I'm good in yourself, Nick.
Very, very good. Excellent, as a matter of fact.
That's awesome. Now, just before we dip today, I'd just like to thank you guys for all the memories and everything that I've learned in TTE. It was really awesome, but it's not a final goodbye. I'm definitely coming back. To everybody watching on YouTube as well, you guys can learn so much from Nick and the boys here in the clubhouse. It's really been an experience. Just follow what they say, follow the plan, stick to your guns, and you'll make it, guys.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's been a pleasure having you in there, asking good questions, always getting the chat excited and bringing the vibes, man. So you've been awesome, dude. Your trading shows it as well.
Yes, sir.
W, Conrad. W.
Yeah, bro. Thank you for being
Thanks,
there.
God.
I can't wait to see you next time.
The real question is, when do we get to see you again?
Nick, hopefully soon. As mentioned, I've just got some stuff that I need to sort out, but definitely I'm going to come back. It's definitely worth it. Everybody watching, guys, really stick to the guns. Join the clubhouse. You can learn so much.
Yes, sir. Well, we look forward to it, brother. We're looking forward to it.
There.
Well, we waiting for you, my guy.
Wishing you the best in the next coming weeks, too.
Like I said, I'll be waiting for you, brother.
Definitely, guys. Yeah,
Best of luck
but
to you
you'll still
too.
see me sometime on the YouTube stream now and again. But definitely coming back to the clubhouse, it was so worth it. And Magnus, just remember to make those eggs.
He
Yes,
will. He
sir, I
will. Every
man.
London
I will
session.
for sure. Hope to see you on London soon again.
Definitely, guys. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Peace
All
out,
right,
guys.
brother.
All right, Conrad, peace, bro. Miss you,
Have a
man.
good day, brother.
Yeah, man.
We'll be
Peace.
we'll be rooting for you, G. We'll see you soon. All right, Conrad,
Yeah,
ladies
man.
and gentlemen. What a nice
Love
guy,
that dude.
seriously. Big
Yeah,
W
what a
from the
great
man.
man.
He's awesome.
Hey, sometimes
Man
you know,
of his word.
duty calls, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And you got to go handle business outside of trading sometimes, and then you come back. And one of the best things I ever did, I actually did take one break in trading. It was like 2 or 3 weeks before I moved to Florida originally, and I did not trade that whole time. I did show up to the markets. I just did not trade because I just needed a little bit of a break, bro. Like I was like just all in, and I was fighting, you know, the brokey in me, right? Like battling and learning and doing all that. So it was a long fight, right? So eventually I was like, all right, I'm about to move. I'm moving states. I need to pack up my house. I need to do all this. And I'm like, let me take a little break. And I took like a 2-week break or so. Holy Goldie. Here we
30
go.
minute celery here, bro.
Here
I'm full
we
margin.
go.
Me too.
Will patience
Not for real.
pay
It's not even a joke.
for us?
Hey,
Not even joking.
Nobody knows nothing.
Hope we get good stops though, because this is like kind of insane. So
yeah,
yeah.
it's 300
I
pip
mean,
stop right
we
now.
could always use this previous candle for 300 pips. Something light.
Oh, isn't that like 30 pips? You think?
Hey, just take out like the microest micro ever, and then just trade that.
Yeah, we might miss the sells, honestly.
John, calm down, bud. Calm down.
Bro, why you say?
Hey, bro, I'm
Don't be
chilling.
talking.
How could you say
Oh.
something like that?
Sorry,
You
bro.
asked Gold to give you a birthday present. It's about to do it, and now you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna miss the sales tomorrow. Come on, Johnny, believe.
And now it's definitely don't giving you a.
Bro, I mean, I'm keeping it real with y'all. Sorry.
All right. When keeping it real goes wrong. Phew.
My goodness, Gold.
Please check Gold. We're on it, chat. We're on it. We got 1 minute. A lot can happen in 1 minute.
Yeah, it's true.
Don't need stops when you're full margin. I like that. I like this guy, the Don. But you see how we have our 4-hour top wick now in place? That's all in place. Our 30-minute, 1 hour coming back down. Our 15-minute potentially closing below this range here. And that is exactly what we drew up. So
I mean, it's still looking very, very good, even though it's not the 30 celery.
Yep.
True.
So, yeah. So basically the next 15-minute candle, wherever that high is, that's pretty much stop loss. Is there news coming? No, I don't think so. I don't think we have any news today. No red folders. No, we should be good. Where would our stops be? So this is the way the trade has to unfold here. Otherwise, I'm going to call it a day. So basically, we need to close below. We need to leave a wick. And then the next candle needs to pop up just a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but we need something because that something is going to be our stop loss. So the trade will look something like this. Bam.
What do you mean? We have previous.
Or you or you can use those.
400 Swiss. That's. No.
What the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap. Say that again in about 7 seconds. If it closes above. If this closes above, then I'm out. Yeah. So, yeah.
30's like, looks good.
Yeah,
But
30 looks
whatever.
really good.
Do you, boo-boos. I'm going to get up out of
Do
here.
you.
This is going to be it for me. No closures. It's 10:30. Maybe NQ a little bit later in the session, but I probably won't participate unless it happens soon. So, like, I think if NQ gets a bullish closure right here, then I am open to taking buys to possibly go back up here and fill this wick, right? So that's what I'd be interested in. Other than that, what did the 5 finger say to the face? Slap-a-rooney on gold. So if it wants to drive, it could drive. I don't really care. The only way I take this is if we get a closure below the range. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. If this can happen, boom. And then this can happen, bam. Then I'm in there. That'll be a much better trade. And that'll be the one that I'm open for. Yeah, NQ looks good though. If you can get some sort of support, everything looks money. But patience day here. You know, and that seems to be a little bit of Mondays this year. Look, no trade last Monday, potentially no trade this Monday, no trade that Monday, red on the 17th, right? And look at this. No trade on the 3rd, red on the 10th, no trade on the 17th, no trade on the 24th. And Monday just hasn't been our cup of tea so far this year. So that's fine. I'd rather leave it like that and have a beautiful winning day tomorrow, or maybe take a phenomenal trade a little bit later on today when there's an actual solid opportunity. Big slap, Mike. Big slap. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna call it a day. Johnny Gems, Miking. I was gonna call him Magnus the Viking, the Miking. Yeah, we'll call him the Mike now. And Mr. Rafi, appreciate y'all. Chat, great questions here today.
Thank
yes,
you, bro.
Sir.
Yeah.
I hope we displayed some professionalism, some good example for you to follow in terms of patience and discipline, and we'll be back for tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow should be a little bit more eventful than today.
Let's get it, man.
Beautiful. I'll catch you boys later. Peace out, chat.
Yes, sir.
God bless you
All right, chat. You two stay out of trouble. See you
Stay
all
out of
tomorrow.
trouble.
Stay out of trouble, man.
Stay out of trouble.
Yeah,
We'll have
see
the
y'all.
we'll
Thank
have
you
the
for
live
having me.
chat.
Peace.
Yeah,
Peace,
peace,
y'all.
guys. Peace. We'll have the live chat back tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great day. Blessings, my friends, and see you tomorrow. Peace. Later, G's. Have a good one. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, especially over risk, especially over trade. And hope you all have a blessed day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I want my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' rock forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, seek the kingdom while you simping, for real. Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision, then you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull her to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different. Same book, but the pay's different. The pay's different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turner signal on. So they see me coming, they still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and then you hear that click. Click, 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 click. It's a hit. Hey, way it hit them like, whoa, man. Hey, make them do the uh-oh, man. Hey, how you just came up with whoa, man. Flow electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow dance. We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace, so wherever grace lands. He paid the price, ain't have no escape plan. Yeah, no plan. Yeah, no plan. Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned it. Ayy, set the bar high, he the code, so I scanned it. Ayy, we saving souls on the campus. Ayy, but this ain't no religion, we ain't following your antics. Ayy, thank you, Lord, I sit like a praying mantis. Enemy just tryna see me sink Titanic. Never out, but I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. Remix. We back at it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Come on, God made rivers, God made lakes. God made me, so you gotta pay my rate. God got holy Bible pockets on me, thank God we straight. Even though I might pull up late, I ain't never too late. I'm saying my grace like God is great. Decorate this ice like birthday cake, just tap to the food, I'll make my plate. I don't mean to be rude, you freak your face. Pull up in the church in the rave, you know going on like Marvin Gaye. I keep on K, just pardon me. You new to the game like Shawshank. I gotta let go like love, forgive me. You know we in the house, we gotta go up like chimney. It's not just on me, it's in me. Devil, you can pull up in the hood if you want to. South Park, who killed Kenny? Father, Son, Holy Ghost, you don't want to smoke with any. With any. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let's go, let's go.
I need bass, attention on me, call me bae. Money bass, it took my soul, you buy me bae. Greed and sway, lowly humble, which one lasts? The demon stepping, blew them thing back like Christmas past. Let go, let Christ, let go, live life. Can't help myself, you took them stripes, you took my strength. How I can't forget them folks, but try to leave my wife. I mean it, Memphis Rocky, hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off, I'm shipping the mail off. I'm getting my prayers off, taking my hands off. I wake in the morning and get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of. Hey, few, I let go, let God, let me go catch my red eye.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I am KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these bars, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical. Watch out, it'll go. Christ